What's up, VOD watchers? Welcome back to another VOD. Today's VOD, I'm playing some mini Motorways. It's been a while. It's been a long time, actually. But time is relative. You know who said that? Me. I said that. That's true, I was there. What's the idea? Listen. So you know how... I hear myself too loud, Jesus. When you're in like a traffic jam, and like, it's cause there are too many cars on the road. What if the road had more space for cars? Alright, but the road can't go up. The road has to go to the side. So what if, now hear me out. What if, maybe I'm just not ready to reveal it to the world yet. I'm just not ready yet. I think maybe, you know, maybe give it time, the world will prepare for my suggestion. But as it stands right now, I don't know. You know, it's a secret. It's a secret. Nobody's thought of it before, so it's like, I gotta keep it close to the chest. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know who could be listening. Stealing my ideas, my original ideas, to help solve traffic forever in the history of the universe. Can't have that. No, sir. Did I need to enter on Discord. I forgot. I always forget, because I wait until after YouTube goes live to do it. And recently I've been suffering from early onset. So today there might be a fan in the background. That's because there's a bunch of work going on outside the apartment. And by work, I mean they put a leaf blower next to my fucking window at 9 in the morning. So they're doing something. Work, I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but it's something, that's for sure. I would call it terrorization. You know, terrorist activities to my fucking sleep schedule. But they're out there, so it'll be kinda loud. Knock knock. My idea is, why don't we put everything in one place so we don't have to move to get anywhere? Now, I love that idea, but if our country is small, then we can't mine oil, because there will be less area to mine oil in, you know, and all the bad shit will, like, be near us. So my idea is, what if we put, like, all the cool and the good people in, like, the center of the city, and we put all the poor, stinky, bad people on, like, the edge of the city, and then they have to deal with transportation problems. And the way we make sure that the poor ones are outside the city is we just charge them a shit ton of rent. Alright, I think that might be a good idea. But no, what's up? We're playing mini Motorways. I realized, looking back at my... I'm tired. Looking back at my video playlist is what it's called. Why am I so loud to myself? It's because I have the volume turned up too much. The reason, for the past couple streams, I've just been playing Signalist, I've been playing Mudbourne, and those games are cool. But Signalist is a story game, Grug's a story game. I wanted something that I could just kind of do. And Mudbourne is a little too thought intensive for me. You know, I booted it up expecting it to be a lot more chill than it was. Yes, I am talking about getting, struggling with gameplay from a game where you breed frogs, but, you know, just hear me out. So, you know, figure why not? Just play a little bit of mini Motorways, like the old days. I miss the old me. That guy was a lot funnier. Why is there an anti-suicide bot now? I saw a post on Twitter, today, and it said, anytime someone types "kill myself" in the server, it sends this video. And so I was like, that's actually really funny. I want to do that. And then I did it, and I took it. And so now, every time you say that you're gonna kill yourself, the robot responds to a video that tells you not to kill yourself. Can I try it? You can try it. I don't think you'll get banned. Probably not. You want to take a shot? I hope it works. Yeah, this is Rye. He sent stuff from his science. I spent like an entire night not doing my homework and just asking him about like science shit, because he's a scientist guy. That's not the word suicide or kill myself. That's not either of those. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. What do you mean? Why is it broken? Hold on. I can't fix it right now. I can't fix it right now. I don't know what to do. I have a test server, but I don't want to show you what's on it. That's crazy. All right, hold on. So the bot is meant to respond to this. You know what I mean? It's meant to respond posting this. I'm like, hey, what's up? It's the dumbest shit ever, dude. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, I guess I need to go fix it. That's a pleasure. Suicide guy? Yep, there we go. Anyways, can I get this back now? Thank you. Okay, so theoretically, it's meant to work. I don't exactly know why. Actually, I do want to see it. Hold on. I'm gonna brute force this. What's the problem here? I did it? Oh, you triggered it? Oh, I think maybe my filters just aren't right. There we go, look at that. It needs to beat just the word kill myself. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. I'll work on the filter. Alright. I'll work on the filter. It'll Things will be edited in the future, alright? No addition of mine has ever worked off-rip seamlessly. Yeah, it's just kill myself. Anyways, it's meant to have a random response, but it looked like it sent the same thing over and over again. It's fine. It's not a feature I'm advertising. If I can get it to work, and I guess I'll just put in, like, I'm gonna commit suicide, and then I'll change the things a bit. Yeah, I wanted to respond to the phrase kill myself, but I guess it needs to, like, just say the words kill myself. I don't know. That doesn't, you know, I don't know if people just say that, you know. They might say it in a more roundabout way. Fuck. Alright, I need to... I don't think this is gonna work. Alright, how can I love the idea of having another bridge. This is great. So let's actually do that. And so now we're all on one line, kind of. Yeah. It's a little scuffed, but it'll work. Actually, I could do this. Nope. Well, maybe. Yeah, this works-ish. Alright, then we do that. How can I separate... If I do this, and then that's on its own, meaning that we can just put this there. Right? And then suddenly, this is kind of a massive use of road. This is a massive use of road. Perhaps a waste of time. And so now we don't need this. And then we can do this. And then this shows up. And now I'll need like a traffic light, but that's not gonna happen. Look at that. It's oh no, there's more. This isn't that bad actually. Hold on. You can just do this, maybe connect it here. And then let's pause. Imagine someone is actually asking for help and they get this shitty ass video. Yeah, I thought of a situation in which that might occur. And then I was like, well, they should know. They should know what happens when you say the word kill myself. Listen. The worst thing that can happen is that it would, you know, it'd make them feel unseen and unheard. But the best thing that it could happen is that it could diffuse the situation. You know, they'll be like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna kill myself. And then they get sent the video and they're like, oh my god, wait, I can't kill myself. So, you know, I don't know. I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be fun. Alright, I don't, yeah, listen, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a helpline. What am I meant to do? But no, it's probably fine. But no, guess who gets to... Oh my fucking god, are you serious? Okay, I don't want to do this. I could do that and then that. Clog this road up even more than it already is. Yeah, whatever, that looks fine. So guess who gets to go home this weekend? Because it's Easter. Because it's... Oh, fuck. This is really good, actually. This is what I want. It's Easter. Is my family religious? No, no, it's not. But it's Easter, so I get to go back home, which would be totally fine and chill. And I usually don't have a problem with it, except for the fact that I'm pretty sure I went back home like a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to, I don't know, move out. I'm trying to not live with my parents. It's a little hard to do that though. I don't know. It's just for some reason I'd like to not live with my parents every weekend, but it turns out that I'm staying with them a lot more than I want. So that's whatever. Although, since I'll be back home, I'll get to watch an anime movie with my anime movie friend. That's who he is. I watch anime movies with him and not much else. I'm gonna watch Hatsune Miku, the girl who can't sing, which I am 99% sure will be better than the Minecraft movie. That movie is so fucking ass. It is so bad. Like, I feel as though how bad the Minecraft movie is ill-articulated. There are movies that are bad, but that are funny because they're bad. Not even they're funny because they're bad, but like because they are bad, you can at least like not take it seriously, and it like the situations are funny. The Minecraft movie, despite being made for primarily children, you can tell because the movie's fucking awful, is actually boring. Fuck, it's just boring. It's just boring. It's so boring. I don't like this. I don't like this in the slightest. How am I gonna go about doing this? You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. Theoretically, I could do this and open up an alternate path here. There we go. And then you can go here, and then if anybody has to do any weird shit, it'll pop out there. Yeah, I'm kind of a genius. But no, despite being a movie led with Jack Black, who I am beginning to get incredibly annoyed by. Alright, maybe it's because I'm old and like I don't... Oh, there they go. Maybe it's because I'm old and I hate fun and I'm miserable, but like, holy shit, can this Jack Black guy just stop being in movies? I don't think he's very funny. Alright, he yells and he's a funny looking beard, but like, there's just, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy his presence in the movie at all. He was boring as shit. So is Jason Momoa. Yeah, no. It was so bad. It was genuinely so terrible. I watched it with a group of people that I didn't know. And the problem was that I thought, it was going to be like watching a movie in a group. In reality, watching a movie with people I don't know is very similar to something like watching a movie alone, which normally isn't that bad. I like to watch movies alone. I'm a bit of a solemn movie viewer. Okay, listen, I watched Megalopolis alone. That shit was weird, but it wasn't bad. Fuck, the Minecraft movie is not something you should watch alone. That movie is terrible. It is miserable. I think it actually drained, like, life out of my soul. Oh, fuck. How do I want to do this? I don't like the fact that these guys are here now. It bothers me on a specific level. I could do this. And put, like, a roundabout here. I could do this. And put a crossing here. But where the fuck are... No. We should do this. There we go. I don't actually know the meta for this game, even though I should. I've played it a lot by now. And then this can go here. And then you can, I guess, be here. Can I change what's happening at this? Boom. Boom. Bam. That means this needs to get turned into a roundabout, because this isn't very functional for very long. So we can do that. And then we can do... Like, no, I guess this is just how it'll work. Can't imagine how this will go wrong. No, sirree Bob. Yeah, that'll be fun. And there's just a house in the ocean. There's just a house on an island. Why are you moving there? You can't get to anywhere. So nothing in the movie is redeemable is genuinely the most boring blah blah movie ever. Like, I like bad movies. I enjoy them. I think they're funny. you know, I'll get a lot of enjoyment out of a pretty shit movie. But the Minecraft movie is just so fucking boring. It was miserable to watch. I don't even know how to, like, articulate it. I'm not gonna say the Minecraft movie is the worst movie I've ever seen, but the Minecraft movie is the worst movie I've ever fucking seen, dude. And part of it was just because I was watching it alone. I think if you watch it with friends, it would be better. Because then you could at least make fun of the movie. I essentially watched it alone. Because I watched the movie with people that didn't know. That was another mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Holy shit. Alright, this sucks. Where am I gonna put you? I'm gonna put you over here, maybe. That might be better. Alright, so here's the thing. I hung out with a friend, I think that Saturday? Or that Sunday? It was something. Yeah, it was that Saturday, maybe. I hung out with a friend that Saturday. And then it was after stream. And then Sunday, they invited me to go watch a Minecraft movie with them and their friends. I was like, yeah, sure. Alright, that's not that big of a deal. I didn't want to go alone. You know, it all works out. It's all dandy. Turns out they're like, hey, want to come over and then to hang out with me before the movie, and then we can go to the movie together. I was like, yeah, sure, that's dope. That sounds great. I had to watch this bitch do her homework for hours. I shit you not. What the fuck? Why did you invite me over there? You've got to be shitting me. You have to be. Are you serious? Holy shit, I'm losing my mind over here. Alright. But you know, eventually I got to like hang and chill, and that was fun. And then we went to go see this fucking movie, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I can't describe the malice that was made within that movie. Truly slop. Of the highest degree, of the highest order. It was like I was watching a pyrocynical video. That is how bad we are talking here. Alright. Maximum sloppage. Stop springing up in places. Stop populating the city. I need this to stop now. At least you enjoyed The Substance, unlike some people. I didn't enjoy The Substance. I thought it was like a good movie, but I hated it. But I did enjoy watching The Substance, I guess, because I watched it with a friend. I got to scream ew, and I'm gonna be honest, sometimes that's all you need. And I think that the Minecraft movie would have been better if I had watched it with people and could yell. Because the thing about the Minecraft movie is for the past, month? Probably not month, couple weeks, is that there's this idea on the internet that every time chicken jockey is said, like a bunch of children scream, they throw their popcorn, and I was waiting for that the entire movie. You need to understand that if that happened, that would be the most entertaining part of the movie. That would be the entertaining part of the movie, because as I said, it's boring as fuck. Didn't happen. The children in my theater were well behaved, and it fucking crushed me. The disappointment that permeated my entire being was so intense. Yeah, this sucks. I can't. This is, it's working, but I don't like how it's working. Also, what the fuck? Oh my god, I totally missed this. There's a fly in my room. I don't know how he got there, but there's a fly in my room. Bastard. Ooh, he's just flying around. I can't get him. I don't know. I can't get him. I'm attached to this headset. Fuck this guy, dude. Alright, I start talking about the Minecraft movie, the negative energy just leaks out into the room. It's a bad place. It's a bad movie. What is this? Why are you here? Who is in charge of design? What's the move? The move has to be a motorway. I can't fucking do this otherwise. It has to be a motorway. It can't be here. That's the best I got. Man, I don't even know. Holy shit, this is a mess. If you don't like it working, then break it. You're right. I should plunge everybody here into poverty. I think that'd be a good idea. I guess here, right? What's the... Oh, I see. The problem is that there's a shit ton of white houses on one side of the river and then a shit ton of white things on the other side. So they need to travel fucking everywhere. They have to travel all the way up here to get anywhere. Normally you would fix that with a motorway. However, I already have a motorway here for this. Theoretically, I can shorten the route like this. But they still need to drive super far. I'm gonna try connecting this here. And I'm just gonna see how this goes, because this should definitely increase traffic. But I need to motorway this in this, because I'm not gonna survive otherwise. Alright, we are not going to flourish. Please, what the fuck? Oh, okay, so it's just this one last guy who's on it. Alright, let's maybe, what the fuck? I forget how complicated Mini Motorways is. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Alright, I should put it in a place that's usable by both the orange and the white. The problem is that I don't know a place like that. Oh yeah. Nope. Damn it. Damn it, it was almost something. Maybe it can still be something. Hold on. No, it'll be great. It'll be great. Watch. Yep. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I've never seen anything better than that. And then all I gotta do is... Oh no. No. Oh no. What if I put it here? That's where I was gonna put it. Okay. Well, that's not great. What if I put it... Well, what's wrong with right here? And then it goes here, and then it goes like this. Is that this is gonna get clogged the fuck up. That's the problem. No, don't move. I'll move to you. Alright, pal. You stay where you are. I'll move to you. Ah, so this is my problem. So now the oranges can move over here to go like this, and to not go like this, because there's no... I can use a bridge for it. I'm not gonna. Sorry, little bro. I'm not fucking doing that shit. Maybe I could if I do this. Put this here. Then theoretically, stop moving the motorway. The motorway must remain mini. Alright, and now I can do some bullshit like this. There we go. It works. It works perfectly fine. That's fine. That works. We already have the blues. We already have the light blues. Alright, they get to go where they need to go. Would it be better if I did this and provided like a linkage here? Maybe. I fear what's gonna happen on this side of the river. I fear what's gonna happen here, because this can get backed up super easily. I just don't know. There's not a lot of crossing space for it because there's a bunch of fucking houses here. Oh no, I hate industrial planning. It's the worst thing in the entire world. Or urban planning, not industrial planning. I don't think this has anything to do with industry. I wish we could bulldoze houses. I wish we could do it. I wish it would cost like 5 road and you can get rid of 1 house. Alright, eminent domain this bitch. Yeah, okay. Maybe like this. Maybe. Cause you can't round about this area. It's too small, it's too skinny. It's too skinny. What if we turn this into a big old box, and that box spits out here? and then I'm struggling right now. I need you to understand this is desperation. And we put that here, and then you guys can just be on the side of the road. You can just be right there. It's fine. It's fine. I can't imagine anything going wrong. Look at that. That's perfect. That's perfect. And we'll put you not over here because I don't want that clogged any more than it is. Oh my god, there are more houses. God forbid. Populate. Can we, like... What's a good way to decrease the growth of a city? I have no roads. Oh my god, I have no roads. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, I have no roads. And apparently the one road I placed down right here is super fucking important for me to have, even though there are no cars on it. That's great. That's fine, that's fine. As long as the machine works. I need more road tiles, man. I don't know what to tell you. I need more road tiles. This ain't gonna cut it, man. Okay, where can I put a roundabout? Is there anything, any area in this entire, like, city? Copenhagen is what it is. Copenhagen is what it's called. I hear the Dutch call it that. No, there are no places in Copenhagen. Okay. Well, I feel like my traffic's pretty fine. I don't like this area, but if I touch this to there, then that might get usage out of this road. It might clog it, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. Uh-huh. And where do we put this? Here? I don't like that idea. Here? I hate that idea even more. I could do this, maybe. Oh, yeah. Nope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's peak. That's peak. It doesn't get any better than that, and I definitely have enough road tiles to carry me to Sunday. Yo, what's up, Leon on YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Let me actually move YouTube chat so that your messages are actually readable instead of being covered up by my PNG tuber. That'll probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Alright, what happened? I wasn't... No! There's another factory! Oh no. Oh no. Can I just, like... I hate this. Something needs to be done about this area. This area needs to... Someone needs to bulldoze it. And I don't have the roads. I don't have the roads to do that. Okay. Turns out nobody needs to reindustrialize it. It's doing great. It's doing great. What are the issues? Don't know them. Don't know any issues, actually. Speak. Alright. We have white cars moving to this side of the road. Ah, I see. This area is getting super congested, but I don't have the road in order to fix it. Meaning that I can't really do much of anything right now. Yippee! Come on, man. Just give me a Sunday. Just give me a Sunday, I'll be alright. What's happening here? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. What's this? What are you waiting on? Alright, so I'm gonna do some remodeling. Alright, because this whole fucking area is terrible. Alright, let's point all you guys out. Let's point you out. In the end, that leaves me with 4 different boxes, a road from here, and then another thing down here. That's not impossible to do with. That's fine. If we make one ring road for everything, then maybe we'll be okay. The problem is that this area goes past here, which means we would be better off if this existed. Okay. Okay. No. This is great. You can't fucking see it because of all the shaded roads, but this is phenomenal. What now? We can do this and connect these guys to have one congealed area. And you're all gonna go over here, I guess, because why wouldn't you go over here? And that definitely won't cause any clogs or confusion in the slightest. This will be fine. This will be great. I'll put a roundabout. No, I don't really want to put a roundabout here because there's a fucking house there. What's up, Laughing Cat? Who's this? What are you doing in my swamp? Are you from Copenhagen? If so, I understand the reason why there are so many bike lanes, because this shit is bad. This shit's miserable. No, you're from Birmingham. Oh, Alabama? Oh, I think there's a Birmingham in England, but I don't. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I live in Georgia, so the one near Alabama is closest to me. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I just woke up with a fucking streaming. I'm so sorry. You did it. You did it. My spelling is fucking like that. Because I live in a shithole. I don't hear anything about Birmingham, UK. Maybe it's nice. I hear it's great. Where the Beatles from? That's Liverpool. I'm sure they're close. I'm sure they're close by. That's pretty nice, huh? You can go there whenever you idle is, and I don't know, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, put this in motion and just see what happens. I'm sure it's nice. You know, here England is lovely if you like rain. Huh? If you like rain, I hear it's a nice place. What's happening here? What's this? Oh, I put a four-way stop next to a train. Thank you very much to... I'm gonna try to say this like I don't have Tourette's. Treem, what's up? Thank you very much for the follow, Treem. I appreciate it. Look up happiest man in Birmingham. I will, but I have a feeling I'm gonna see an English bulldog. Oh, it's not. Oh, nope, it's not showing up. Birmingham. I hear that it's always the worst city in England. I don't... Where are you getting your English info, man? That's so mean. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Oh, man. He sounds like he's about to have a delightful time. My internet. Oh.
Woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because
Oh.
I live in a shithole.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Birmingham is a fucking shithole.
Uh-huh.
I hate the fucking place. I fucking hate it. It's full of dickheads. I fucking hate it.
I see. So apparently Birmingham is not the happiest place on earth, which is a shame. Is it really the worst place in England? There's no way. Thank you very much for Trey Mueller for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate it. Worst cities in UK. I don't want anything crazy to show up on my search history. Come on, come on. If Birmingham's not on here, then it's not anything. Hull, Bradford, Stoke-on-Trent. But no, this is actually the first time, and I think in months, I've actually seen a YouTube sub. Because most people on YouTube keep their, their subscriptions private, which I do too. I'm not like flaming anybody. But only when the subscriptions are public does anything like happen. Middlesbrough, Coventry, Hackney. Oh. Oh man, oh no! Has one of the worst reputations for a city. You should not judge Birmingham based on this. Some suburbs are very nice, for example. Oh, has no identity, no charm, no cohesion, no culture. A very bad place full of scum. My uncle got mugged over 10 times a week, which is more than one time a day. I live near this dump. Oh no. Take antidepressant tablets before visiting. I'm so sorry that you live in Birmingham. Alright, I didn't know it was that bad. I hope your living situation can improve. This needs to stop. This needs to improve. I can't put a roundabout here. How am I gonna do this? Well, first of all, these two definitely need to connect. So we can do this here. Alright. But these two also need to connect. This makes sense. No, this doesn't make sense. There's no... Alright, we'll do this. Alright, we want to split it up so that it's not just one really big congested shithole. Alright, because if it's all one intersection, then things aren't going to go that well. If it's one... Okay, how about that? This doesn't look great, but, you know, it's something, at least. It's two-pronged. There's still a three-way intersection here. Yeah, that's probably fine. Do I have another motorway? No. No. Is the pajama an animatronic suit? I'm sorry? Dog, is the pajama an animatronic suit because you getting spring locked, son? I see it blinking. No, it's just alive. It's just alive. Alright. Normal, average suit. You know? Totally chill, totally normal. I feel like if it was alive, like in an ominous way, then it wouldn't be blinking. You know what I mean? I don't think any of the animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's, that's not true. They do blink, but none of like the scary ones blink. You know, like Freddy blinks, but I'm not scared of Freddy. What the fuck is happening? I can't fix every problem, bro. Okay? If this is a three-way intersection, figure it the fuck out. Holy shit. Alright, what is this? You don't know how to drive? I don't think they know how to drive. What game? This is Mini Motorways. Thank you very much, Kenta, for redeeming Pikmin. I appreciate it. It looks so clean. My games are a complete mess every time. That is maybe the nicest thing anyone has ever said about my Mini Motorways gameplay, Jenya. Welcome to the stream. Why are you typing in exclamation point Discord as if nobody's in Twitch? Nobody's in Twitch, Jeffrey, for them to click that. And it doesn't work on YouTube because I'm a bum. Bazinga! What's up? What's up, gangsters? What's up, everybody? Hello! This is the new Copenhagen map. There's 6 people in Twitch. There's 8 people in Twitch. My apologies. I have it muted because if I see the viewers, then I wig out. Alright, I still remember the first time I got 4 viewers on Twitch, and I saw it, and I just fucking couldn't handle it, and I had a meltdown until it went back down. And, you know, in an effort to not let that happen again, I just have it be like a big old dash. But no, this is the new Copenhagen map. This is going well, kind of, when you think about it. Just don't look at any of the traffic jams. Yeah, I've been there. You have been there. I still remember, yeah, when I'd get like 1 viewer, I'd be like, fuck, this sucks. I don't know how to speak to 1 person. Ugh. And okay, ooh, what's up? My name is Jackson. I know a bunch of people who watch my first stream. I get more average viewers than Moobody does. All great, okay, pal. Okay, I know, I'm aware. This needs to stop. It's always so interesting seeing how other people play the game. What does that mean? What does that mean? Thank you very much for whoever subscribed on the YouTube. I appreciate it. But what is? Is this not great? This is going so well. I got 1,000. That's like the goal, isn't it? Oh no, okay, how do I do this? Because this is going to hell. Alright, how many traffic jams do I got? This area right over here sucks. So I could do this maybe. Can I get, there we go. So this area over here sucks. This area over here sucks. Is there anything else? No, this isn't that bad. I don't think this is gonna fix it. I'm not a road architect, but I don't think that's gonna fix it. And I don't know how to fix this. Can I? No, maybe, hold on. Boom, bam. That's not how that works. What the fuck? What happened? Nah, that's fine, that works. It's flawless, foolproof even. And then I can go like this. Nope. Oh yeah. Nope. Yep. There we go. Everything's gonna be fine from now on out. Okay, time to go back to practice my Roblox monster truck driving skills so I don't sell at RMTL. I don't know what that is. I don't know what RMTL is, but I hope you do well. You know, good luck on your Roblox monster truck. Am I gonna get owned by this guy right here? There's no way. Go! Go faster! Break the speed limit! Oh no. Yeah, I think it might be Jover. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's too much. I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough materials. I was underfunded. Criminally so. God, if only I could just add one more lane. Just one more and everything would have been solved when you really think about it. That's not bad though, huh? Look at that. 1249? That's pretty okay. Maybe not this one. Careful crossings. Build. Start with one bridge and unlimited road tiles, and no further upgrades are offered. And then this is great. No, wait. I need one bridge. I get one bridge in 5 motorways. Well, a motorway is a bridge. So in essence, this is giving me 6 bridges, and that is more than I had last time. And if the road tiles don't save, then I can just remake everything all over again every time I want. I think this is going to be super easy. I might be, like, on something, but I think this is going to be easy as fuck. Right? Yeah, this will be great. This is going to be great. Alright, the Yeeter Haven is not going to stop me now. Neither is the Sorn. Alright, just put that there. Let's see, what was I talking about before I lost my fucking mind? Complained about Jackson. I need to go back through everything I've said so far. Talked about how I tweaked over 4 viewers. I don't know. If you have unlimited roads, you can kind of block a lot of the spots where you don't want stuff to spawn. That's kind of lame. You're mad right though. That's that's so optimal, but I don't know how to do that effectively. What did I do to you? Low key, all I'm gonna say is that every time anyone brings up stream and you're like, man, on my first stream, I got 1 million bajillion viewers. Man, Moobody, I crush you in viewers all the time. Okay, man, I know. I see it. I'm there. I know. All right, you don't gotta tell me, man. I'm part of it. On my who knows what I stream, I get. I completely forgot that the game has challenges. I think they're fun, which is probably the point of them. But if I had to think about it, but they're definitely. I mean, I'm sure you might be fooled by my technical mastery of gameplay, but I'm actually not like a professional player. I'm not very good at this. So I think these things do make it more easy, and I don't feel bad for eating shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're bad at normal mini motorways, it's like, damn, I can't believe it. I didn't even get to 1,000. But if you're bad at, like, the challenge mini motorway, you can be like, they didn't offer me any fucking upgrades. What am I meant to do here? You know? Also, it's just, I like gimmicks. I like fun gimmicks. Having the ability to do whatever this is, sure. I wonder what happens if I fill up literally every square. Is it gonna like forcefully expand or? Oh no. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. This is all part of the process. Okay, now we can do this. Can't do that. Come on. Oh yeah. This part, does like everything get like super big, or how does this work? I think that, does the map increase at a higher rate if you fill in all the boxes? I think it does. What's happening? Oh, I see the problem. And now, there's no room for anything. So nothing can spawn, and I'll survive a lot longer. Thank you very much, Pigman. Nope, thank you very much, Kenta, for feeding a common Pigman. It's foolproof. As long as I keep track of what is and is not spawning, then eventually I just need to ride this wave and get to 1,000. And it's a bit of a long wait, but it'll be easy. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out. This is gonna work out. don't worry about how the number of points are based on people, and if you don't have any people, then it's hard to get to 1,000. That should not be a concern. Game will spawn everything on water. That'd be fun. I love how one Pikmin blocks a whole section of city. You don't need to see it. You don't need to see that industry. Alright, I could be like one of the PNG tubers who will have like the game and like, I can do this. Hey guys, welcome back to another PNG tuber. Oh, I think the game's too big. I gotta put more stuff on screen. Hold up. Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Today I'm playing mini Motorways. Although I think people with not PNG tubers, VTuber models, like full body models do that. I just don't fuck with the vibe, you know what I mean? So sometimes it has to cover parts of the screen. I would rather it cover parts of the screen than like have the screen be really small. Come on. Okay, maybe I should get rid of these roads, because at this rate I am not gonna reach 300 much. Oh. Okay, wait. Hold on. I feel like everything's coming at me all at once. You know, we don't need to do this. You guys don't need to spawn in so much. Oh, no. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, it's not enough? Oh, it's not enough cars. Alright. Let's just pause real quick here. I think I might be owned. I think undoing my masterful strategy of just filling in the entire board might have screwed me over. Alright, this is fine, because we're going to have all these guys on a road, and then we're going to have you. Oh yeah, alright, this is going to be great. Okay, and then you guys? How am I gonna get you over here and vice versa? I'm sure there are a number of ways to do it. The problem is that I can't think of any at this moment. Well, one, maybe this will help with the whole red house thing. And two, I need to get one good bridge, and everything else is a motorway. So how would I go about doing that? Like this, perhaps? That's swag. That's gas. I'm gonna say it. I'm not to toot my own horn, but that's pretty gas. And then this, and then that, and then boom. And now everything's perfect and nothing's gonna go wrong. Alright, well that was fun. Dude, I got an empanada. Okay, well maybe I should play it without drawing a bunch of squigglies everywhere. Maybe I should be a little bit more... Maybe I shouldn't be a little bit more aware. Hi everyone. The substance was too weird. Demi Moore has gotten old. I never knew Demi Moore was young, I guess. I don't know. Demi Moore was never an actor I saw and went, wow, I know who that is. But what's up, Elite Try? Athlete. How's it rocking? Welcome back to the stream. But no, I do think it's a weird movie. I guess I didn't particularly enjoy The Substance, because it was a little too gory, a little too gruesome. You know, say what you will, call me a bitch. It may be true. But like, it's so gross and icky. And I understand that it's meant to be gross and icky, but like, how would I use language that would make me sound like someone out of the 1950s? It's offensive to the sensibilities, you understand? Alright, my sensibilities were being offended. Yeah. Matt Jackson, 8 years is good. No, yeah. Yeah, I bet. I hope he didn't think it was bad. I would hope he wouldn't think that 8 viewers is bad. Just a mild comment for me. You know, not to imply anything. Not to imply anything. I would like to think 8 viewers is good, but maybe that's just me. Guys, I don't know what you're doing, but I used to play old versions of mini Motorways, and if you simply block everything, game starts increasing the count of markers per second on each building. Really? I didn't know that. Oh. Well, maybe I should have kept doing it. It seemed like it would grow slowly, but maybe that makes sense. There were a lot of markers on the red building, even though I didn't have that many red cars for it. Usually I let it build new market. Let it to build new market? Like, if more pins are on the industry, then more houses form? I'd love to have 8 viewers. That's what I'm saying! I would love to have that. Alright, I resent the idea that 8 viewers is a small amount. And I also resent the idea that you need to be like, 8 viewers is a good amount. Yes! What's up, Bri? I'm having a crisis over here. Don't mind me. Welcome back to the stream. I'm still at work. This is how I avoid boredom. I am so happy I can fill that niche for you. I am, you know, that's the goal. That's the dream. Well, the real dream is to become super mega famous, and then I never have to work a day in my life again. And then I rebrand into a VTuber, and like I stream maybe once a month, and everybody's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I make like tons of money every single month that I stream because everybody renews the Prime subscription. That's like the real dream, but this is pretty cool too. How am I going to do this? I like the idea that I had last time, where I put one road and I turn it into a little bit like a that's not a rhombus. That's not what a rhombus is. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I'll do this for now, but it'll work out. Oh yeah, this is peak. And we don't need to worry about this because everything's where it should be. Let's just do this. And I'll attach this just for shits and giggles. The average Twitch streamer probably doesn't get 10. The average Twitch stream has 1 to 0 viewers. I know that for a fact. That's the average. I don't really see it because I don't really stream Minecraft and I'm not familiar with English. I'm happy if you understand at least something. Everything that you have said, F. Saeed, has made total sense. I am just stupid. Alright, the problem is not with you. But no, I understand what you're saying. I didn't know it did that, although it does make sense. And I think it happened and I just didn't notice it. Stream once a month? Gargura reference? It's true, it's true. What's the most unlikely thing to happen? The most unlikely thing to happen while streaming? Let's see. Find it, take a gander. It has to, what I'm between right now is getting hit with the Mr. Beast $1 million donation, or getting hit with a fake $1 million donation, and then they ask for the refund, and then you have to pay that out, and it like cripples you financially, because that's possible. Although I don't really hear about them happening so much anymore. I know those used to be a tear back a while ago, so that's probably the that's probably the worst thing to happen. Most unlikely is that you get famous, if I had to guess. Most unlikely thing is that if you get famous. You know? Maybe I should start with the voice changer. Hello, everyone! Just in life and reality, getting hit with a 5% crit, I think, in GBA Fire Emblem with 2 RN. I don't know, that's pretty impossible. Most unlikely thing to happen? I don't know, because it implies that things are likely to happen. And so in order to really, I hate this so much. In order to understand what would be the most unlikely thing to happen, you need to start with thinking what are very likely things to happen. And in that sense, I don't think there are very likely things to happen. Each life is led by a specific person, and everybody makes slightly different decisions, you know? Being like, oh, going to school is a common thing. That's not true in a lot of places on Earth. Not going to school is a common thing. That's not true in the other part of places on Earth. It's common to have 2 parents. It's common to have 1 parent. It's common to have no parents. I guess getting hit by a nuclear bomb. That is probably the most unlikely thing to happen, if I had to take a guess. But it's a hard guess. It's hard to establish what is really common and uncommon if you're just talking about life and everything else, you know? That crit is your Roman Empire. Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to think of it as trauma, but Roman Empire does sound nicer. I'm gonna do this. Okay, well maybe I should not have done that. Can we go down now? We can. I didn't want to put a motorway there. How can I congeal these roads? Like that. Not like that. I don't want that to happen. Okay. Do I really have to go up and over? I do. I do have to go up and over, don't I? Lame. Cringe. Alright, blue people are going over here. We don't want this because we don't need it. I don't like how all of this is going to be congested. I need something new. 0 people were hit by nuclear bombs in the last 72 years, so it is quite unlikely. If these crits keep happening to you, you may just get hit by a nuke. No. Maybe? I don't know. Stats are weird. I did take a stats class in university the last semester, and I didn't really pick up it at all. I didn't really pick up on anything that they were teaching. And is that my fault? Yeah, because I wasn't paying that much of attention. But that's it. No, it was kind of just my fault. You know what? What could possibly go wrong with having all the industries go off of one road in a slightly bigger industry? I can't fathom a way that would cause traffic to jam in the slightest. No siree bob. No siree bob. I like all of the houses being over here. I'm a big fan of whatever the fuck's going on. I haven't had it needed to use any of my motorways yet, which is great. If I can hold out on using it until 200, then it won't imply that I'll only need to use it every 200, but it would be nice if that was what it implied. There we go, I'll do this. Ooh, I hate what's happening here. How do I want to do this? Because this is kind of a mess. This is kind of a mess. Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to another interior design video. Today, I'm going to be teaching you about feng shui. Fuck is the first letter of feng shui is F, and that's why it stands for fuck, which is what you say after you realize that this shit's going to be a lot harder than you thought it would. The E stands for eh. That's the sound you make as you come up with a solution that's not really a solution. But I'm gonna be honest, fuck it, we ball. Alright, N. Short for no! You're gonna be hearing that in about 15 minutes when my entire city goes under because I don't have a degree in urban development. Alright, so stay tuned for that, and then after that we'll get to G. Feng shui is actually a really interesting subject. That's not true. I've seen the YouTube shorts. I was gonna say I always see the YouTube shorts. That's not true. Right now, my YouTube shorts is a series of clips from the show The Blacklist and cats. However, there was a period in time where my YouTube shorts had like a feng shui guy, and he was like, no, this is not how it should be at all. And then he would like do feng shui shit, and it'd be like, whoa, that's crazy. So feng shui does look neat, you know? I don't know shit about it though. I wish I had free electives at my university to take like cool and interesting classes, but I don't because I took too many AP classes in high school, and so now all the credits I need to do are like, none of them are free. They're all for like accounting, which sucks. So much ass. Alright, nobody ever told me, hey man, listen, you don't want to take all these AP classes in college because that shit is going to be boring as hell. Alright, I could have taken bird watching. That's an elective that I can take. I didn't know it existed until someone said it to me, and I was like, damn, I'd love to take bird watching. Let me check my schedule. And then my advisor was like, kill yourself now! He didn't say that, but he did tell me that I don't have any free electives. But I do get one upper business elective, so if anybody has some really cool upper business classes that they recommend, send them my way. Feng shui literally means wind water, which represents how qi flows naturally when you have good feng shui. That's me. All my credits were AP credits. It's miserable. It's so ass. And I don't even have enough credits to give me an edge in like class registration, because there's still just like a fuck ton of honor students that are like, I think it's my time. I think it's my turn to register for classes now. And then it is. And they own me. Yeah. It feels like the college system could be fixed a lot better. I would love a roundabout here. I am making a pseudo roundabout. I would love a roundabout here. That'd be so nice. It feels like they can make it a lot better. I wonder if there's a reason they don't do that. How? Why are there no white over here? What are y'all doing? What's the problemo? Alright, I'm not seeing a problem. Get driving. Get driving, little buddies. Alright, I need you here, stat. Alright. This kinda sucks, but I can't do much about that. My junior standing, I'm a second year versus the honor student. Same! I'm the exact same boat. Alright, me with my junior standing versus the honor students who get to take all the cool classes. It's so great because I don't know how I am under the assumption that every college in Georgia, or maybe the nation, runs on the same shit. For anyone who's not in university or not in Georgia University and you think I'm talking crack, then that might be true. But we all run off of this thing called D2L. Let me look it up, actually. Alright. Yeah, sure, it says University of Georgia. D2L Brightspace. Alright, on Georgia it's called ELC because they renamed it. But I went to Kennesaw and they use the same thing. At Georgia State they use the same thing. At Georgia Southern they use the same thing. It's all D2L, it's all the same shit. So I'm willing to make a guess and say that maybe other processes in colleges are about the same. Alright, so you can make plans for what schedule you want to. I should actually pause and then put these guys in here. You can make plans for what classes you want to have in a schedule. And then when it comes time for registration, instead of having to find all the classes manually, you can just load up a plan, which sounds super doosom awesome and magic, right? And so before registration, you go and find the classes that you want and you add them to the plan, and you get to see all of these cool classes with like quality 5-star, difficulty 2.0 on Rate My Professor. And then come registration time, you load the plan and it doesn't work because you're on the wait list. You're on the wait list, there's a time problem, there's something has fucked up somewhere. And then you get to manually go through all the classes and go, huh, oh, that's right, 5.0 difficulty, 2 quality lecture? That's great, that's always what I've wanted. Alright, this is a fucking conundrum, what's happening here? Where are all the yellow ones going? Here. Where are the red ones going? Here. How can I do this? It's a mess. So this will keep the blues out of this line, maybe. The cyans are going in here and they're going up here. Where are they coming from? Up here. Alright, so they're going through here and they're going back up. That's fine. The white need a better way to get to where they're going. We are approaching motorway time. Alright, as this stands right now, this cannot continue. This will definitely clog everything up, so let's put this here. Okay. I think this is better. I think this will work out. Anyway, it is a good idea to separate colors on combined places and everywhere on one side one color because in late game it becomes crucial. I don't know enough words to explain. No, you're making good sense. As the last YouTube viewer, I wish I could sit here and watch, but I need to do some stuff for the next day. Good luck. Thank you very much, F. Saeed. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching the stream. Me, when I make a plan and I register and half the spots are taken? Exactly. If this can't continue, what can continue? Life. Liberty. The pursuit of happiness. And other things, I don't know. I am seeing a problem here. Maybe this will solve it. Maybe this will solve it. Separating the colors is a good idea, but I've already had my mini Motorways arc where I bring back segregation as a concept. And, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay. Alright, it's time to try community. Alright. The blues and the yellows are not so different as people. They might be different colors, but as people they're the same. And I think we should not separate people based on the color of their existence, you know? But rather on the quality of their bank account. Alright, that's the real reason we should separate people. I don't want to waste a motorway on you, but I know that more people are going to spawn out of there. So you can just be... Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Alright, hold on. Hold on. How do I do this? We cannot let these... Well, okay, I think the colors should mix. Sometimes this game is stupid, ruining everything after a simple road system update. Roundabout, that high-speed road. I know this is a motorway. The roundabout is a circle. I don't know. I thought I played mini Motorways back when it first came out, but I don't really know much about the game. It's kind of like always playing a roguelike, but never actually beating the game. Which, coincidentally, is what happened with me and Spelunky, too. I think I have about 100 hours in that game, and I have not beaten it once. How do I want to do this? There you go. Be free. What's happening? Oh, I see exactly what's happening here. So the cyans are using this to go over here, and the reds are using this to go over here. Alright, 600 trips. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Fuck it, I'll just attach you here. Why not? Bing? I think I'm fine. No, I'm not. What's happening over here? Why are there no yellows? Oh, I see. Fuck, are you serious? I need to split these into other things. Alright, so you can go... here? Maybe? Alright, and then... Fuck. I don't know a place I can do this otherwise. Maybe like this? No, that's great. That's great. I'm just making roundabouts. I am just creating roundabouts in improper ways because they haven't given me one. That's what this is. It's a circle. Well, it's a semicircle, but it's fine. I'm noticing that we're not getting a lot of cyan over here, guys. What's happening with that, by the way? Just a small, poquito, question. Oh no. Oh, you gotta go fast. You gotta go fast, little car. And not fast enough. Would it kill the drivers in this game to, like, break the law? Just speed. Go to work faster. Thank you very much for whoever subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate it. By the way, I just got Dark Deity 2, and so far it's better than Fart Deity 1. I'm not spending money on Dark Deity 2. Listen, I bought Dark Deity 1, and I already got robbed. I already got robbed, both in my money and my expectations. One of these days, I'm gonna hit 1,000 on Dubai. I think there's another one I haven't hit 1,000 on. A bunch of them. Munich, Moscow, and Dubai, huh? Not my problem. London! Unlimited bridges. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Weekly challenge! You spent money on Dark Deity 1? I did. I didn't know it was bad. I saw the YouTube videos and they were like, hey guys, this is a new Fire Emblem game. It's called Dark Deity. And I was like, oh my god, I love new Fire Emblem. When did Dark Deity... Hold on. I need a Fire Emblem day check. I need a day check. Yeah, so this was before Fire Emblem Engage, and I was hungry for a new Fire Emblem game. And so I was like, well, you know, if it's basically Fire Emblem, then fuck it. 80% of the game, bro. How recent is Dark Deity 2 out? Cause if so, I'm gonna need to take a I'm gonna need to take a sale. I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. Let me pull up Dark Deity 2. Let me see how much it costs. How much are you spending for Fart Deity? Alright. 25?
Let's make us
$25 for the sequel to Dark Deity. Oh, well actually, for me, it's only $22.49. You got to bundle info. How much does Dark Deity cost? Did I really pay 25? I must have gotten it on sale, or maybe I just believed in the vision that hard. I think I saw this and went, "Oh, this is gas." I forgot there are so many anime tits in this fucking game. Why is there DLC? Oh, sun's out, swords out. Yeah, okay. Fart Shooty 2 was also free. I mean, I do somewhat know the guy who... Oh, so you didn't spend any money on Dark Deity 2 or 1. I see you. Well then, yeah, you probably got your money's worth. He's an active spriter in the FE ROM hacking community. The animations do look good. The battle animations? If so, that's fair. They do look good. The part of the reason I bought the game was because the animations looked GBA-ish. Can I get, like... I don't believe in segregation. But like, this is easier for me. Alright, you got it. Listen, you gotta believe me. My actions in many motorways do not support my beliefs. See? Oh, wait, no, they are on other sides. I'm playing Fart Shitty 2 to scout out for a friend. Segregate? No. You live in California, you don't even know what that is. Alright, that shit's bad. Segregation is terrible. There are still parts of Georgia where it's like, hold on. Let me quantify what I said. Actually, how the fuck do I... Dude, I can't have that in my fucking Twitch chat, bro. You can't fucking say that shit. Imagine someone comes into the Twitch stream like, no, I wonder what this guy's playing. And they see fucking segregation now, Alright, listen, I gotta hit for like 2 seconds. I just need to wipe you, okay? You understand? There we go. Alright, I just can't do that. I just cannot. It is not possible. Alright, how do I want to do this? Like this, and then like that. Nope, I don't like the way it looks. I cannot believe you wiped me, SMH. I can. Alright, I heard... What the fuck is what's the point of giving me 2 options? Hey, word in the public school system is that supposedly there are some parts of Georgia that like never fully desegregated because the black and white communities there just like not out of it. Again, this was told to me. I didn't fucking surmise this on my own, but supposedly not out of hatred or anything, but they just like didn't gel together or anything. So supposedly there are just areas where it's like, oh yeah, they just don't like, even though everything is desegregated because that's how integration works, like they'll sit on opposite sides of a football field because they just don't get the vibe. And to me, I guess that's so weird. to me, I don't really understand it, but maybe that's just because I live closer to Atlanta. South Georgia is a strange place. It's very weird. I don't go there often. Anything past Columbus, I don't travel to. Not out of like fear, but just out of, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get there. I would be surprised considering there's ways people uphold segregation without breaking the law. Yeah, well that was segregation. I think was originally not against the law, but like the usage of segregation was against the law because it's meant to be separate but equal. For anyone who doesn't know, it actually wasn't separate but equal. I know, I can't believe it either. People would do that? But no. Thank God that stopped being a thing. Alright. Sometimes governments just pass laws, and that shit don't mean anything. Alright, and that Plessy v. Ferguson ruling was one of them. Alright, how do I reconcile... Oh wait, I have infinite bridges. Alright, well that was easy. What do I do now? How do I get you and you across? I think like this, maybe? Seems a little roundabout for this guy, but... Oh, or I could do this. Yeah, that's fine. Segregation was legalized under the idea of separate but equal, but the enforcement was not equal. Yeah, but as with anything involving technically you're equal, people aren't truly equal. Yeah, you're mad right. Although I don't like saying as with anything involving technically you're equal, because it was, admittedly, you know, this is just the way I know it. It was a lot more malicious than just, yeah, these things, even though they're technically equal, logistically speaking, somebody has to get the short end of the stick. It was just racism. It wasn't a kind of like, yeah, this, even though two people are trying to be equal and you're trying to level the score, sometimes things will slip through the cracks and sometimes things just won't work out for a group in a specific circumstance. It was just evil. it was just evil. How do I incorporate you into what I'm doing here? Yeah, that's probably fine. This is too congealed, actually. And then we go like this, and then we can go kind of like that. Well, this is stupid, because now that's congealed. Yeah, like that. There we go. It's a little silly, but it'll work out. It's technically you're equal to mass playing racism. That's true, yeah. After the, fuck. When was Plessy v. Ferguson, and when was the Lawrence Court? Because I've mentioned this a couple times, but there's a very interesting interpretation on the Supreme Court. But I don't think it applies here for anyone who really wants to know. Yeah, no, not even fucking close. 1896? Damn, they were racist as shit up to the 1900s. That makes sense. I guess I just thought it was longer ago. I don't know, time is relative. You should totally do city planning. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Plessy v. Ferguson was way early. I didn't know how way early it was. Also, I'm great at city planning. Look at that. Alright, but no. So there's this idea that I don't know how heavily held it is, right? But the concept of activists, this isn't the idea, by the way, I gotta get to the idea. But there's this concept of activists and conservative judges. And while, yes, the conservatives' position are held by conservatives most of the time, more recently that's not the case. And it's the idea that the Supreme Court should or should not go out of its way to decide societal issues versus letting Congress take a handle on it. Abortion was a big thing, gay marriage was a big thing, Miranda rights, all of these are due to the intervention of activist judges, right? And so recently, with not the abolition, but rather, I don't know what happened to Roe v. Wade, I just know that it doesn't click in anymore. The idea of activist judges has kind of been typecasted to be on more the left, liberal side of the political spectrum. And recently that's changed, and I wonder, because that is due to the streak of activist judges. But if we hadn't allowed activist judges to reign so freely as they would have been, would we have enshrined abortion rights more thoroughly in the federal government? Because then Congress may have felt like they would have needed to pick up the slack. I'm not going to advocate either way, because if you say, yeah, probably, then that means we wouldn't have gotten a numerous suite of other things that we probably do function and take for granted. But I think, it's interesting how all these things go. No! Oh, wait, no, I got a motorway. What I don't want is a traffic light. I don't know how to use those. That was something my politics teacher at Kennesaw mentioned. I was like, damn, man, you cannot be saying this shit. Damn, man, you cannot. You're weird as hell. He was also, I think, a lobbyist for a health insurance company. So, any idea about the guy who taught me politics, then yeah, that's him. I believe the correct term is conservative judges is strict constitutionism. That's the correct term, you're right. But no, shit's weird, shit's odd. Anyways, how did I fucking get here? Plessy v. Ferguson, Jim Crow. Yep, got it. Got it. I understand. I can trace the exact thought line. Maybe I need to hop off this topic. Alright? I feel like everybody knows racism's pretty bad. Then again, you know, some people are crazy. 4chan got shut down recently. Apparently it was a... I heard on Twitter that it was proven a ploy by the federal government to create right-wing murderers out of teenage boys. I am unaware of how true such a thing is because I heard about it on Twitter. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. That place, ooh. Apparently a bunch of the account admins had like .edu and .gov email addresses, which is incredibly suspicious. Just as a metric, any beacon of free speech being controlled by the government is a little, It's like how half my finance teachers work at Southwest Airlines. They don't know what's going on. 4chan got shut down because some Danganronpa fan wanted to troll real hard. I don't think that the destruction of 4chan is inherently a bad thing. And you associating it with someone who enjoys Danganronpa, I feel, you know, ruins what it stood for, okay? That's like saying the guy who caught Bill Cosby is Jeffrey Epstein, alright? We don't need to worry about who caught Bill Cosby. We are glad he's put away, alright? I think, you know, 4chan going down is not is not necessarily a terrible thing, alright? I don't think we need to mention the fact that the Danganronpa fan did it because that would dilute the message, alright? People would start thinking, maybe 4chan was good. Maybe it shouldn't have, I don't think it should be shut down. But I also don't view it as kind of the Redditor mindset of like 4chan is a righteous voice for the people and for all sorts of things. I don't really view it in the Redditor like, wow, 4chan is awesome kind of way. I don't watch enough internet historian, I'm sorry. How do I want to do this? Is this fine? Like, this is gonna suck, but is this like okay? If I do this, how okay am I gonna be? I saw a big piece of text enter into the Twitch chat in the corner of my eye, and I understand that I should read it, but right now I'm really focused on making sure that this road works. Alright, I doubt 4chan's gone for good. Me neither. People on all sides of the spectrum got way too uppity. I didn't see much. I didn't really see much of politics on it. My first finance teacher only did it so that he only did it because he could no longer teach for Homeland Security. Teach for Homeland Security? The federal government at it again. I'd argue 4chan going down is a terrible thing, as Poll kicked a lot of the more spicy political discourse contained within Poll. Also, I'm pretty sure the Redditor view of 4chan is that everybody in 4chan is a neo-Nazi, which is patently untrue. Hello, what's up, Snoop Cat? We're talking about 4chan right now. It's a little odd, it's a little strange, but no, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Now, I hear you. Counterpoint, Twitter, I don't think all the racism... I don't think half of the racism on the internet was kept on 4chan. Twitter is a really big source for that. And I don't mean that in the sense like Elon Musk. Just Twitter is just, you know, it's a place where that exists, right? Came here from the title, no clue, what's the way? Alright. So nobody's tried this before. Okay. But if you just like, if you add another lane, like you make the road wider, there's more room for the cars. You know what I mean? So like, if you just make it twice as big, then it works. You know what I mean? I can't believe nobody's tried this before. I think so. You know what I think it would work. I think it'd work. Look at that. Look how perfect this is. There's no traffic here right now. Okay, maybe I should get rid of this and put this in a place with actual traffic. Maybe I should get, because there is just no traffic here. Why am I doing this? And then put you here, and then I think this is fine. I don't like this. This should be a roundabout. And I don't like whatever the fuck that is, actually. I should move this roundabout. Alright, if I put you here, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, it's peak. It's perfect. Other than what's happening right here, but we don't need to worry about that. Isn't space a problem to make it work? No. No. So you can't do it in this game, but you can do it in real life. You can actually bulldoze people's houses. you can get rid of the homes of people, and yeah, that'll really help you out in the real world. It doesn't work in the game, unfortunately. I don't know why. But in a perfect world, you can bulldoze through the homes of the innocent. Ideally, well, it's probably. I mean in mini Motorways. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. In real, you already understand how good it is in the real world, and it doesn't even matter that much because the people who live next to the interstates naturally have lower home values because its cars are so loud. So that when you need to provide quote unquote just compensation for eminent domain, you can totally scalp them. I also do think that the internet has mystified and glorified 4chan. I agree. As a site, way too much from various angles. Yeah, I think 4chan definitely has been overhyped. A site full of degenerates who enjoy being anonymous. Agree. Remember, kids, the government can take away your home as long as they quote-unquote properly compensate you. It's true. That feature would be sick. They should have an April Fool's mode to mini Motorways where you can just eminent domain. For 5 tiles, you can get rid of any house. Alright, I thought, you know, maybe something. Fuck. No, it's fine. It's fine because now there will be a secret third road and it'll lead all the way to here. Alright, this is bad. Alright, listen. Not to be obvious, but this isn't very good. So how can I go about making it better? Maybe around about here-ish? It's a little close. But I think I can make it work, maybe. Go here, go there, and you split it like this. The problem is this road right here, is this bridge. Right? If only I could make it better. If you provide more outlets for congestion, then maybe, just maybe, things would work out. I have infinite bridges, so I can do a lot. There we go. And so instead of clumping up around here, we can do this. Where are you guys trying to be? Right there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you guys can just be there. Is there a clean way? Now there is. And you can just do this and then do that. Nope. Yep. There we go. Look at that. Speak. Hello to the second chat. They say hello. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube, Twitch, please. The mini Motorways eminent domain update, it would go hard. Although I'm pretty sure Dinosaur Polo Club, the people who make this game, are from New Zealand. I don't know if they have that over there. Yeah. They might, but I don't know if they have that over there. They should have it for like the American map only. What the fuck? What's happening over here? We need more green cars. Oh, I know what's happening. I need to make a motorway of sorts. How do I want to do this? Oh, do I only have one? No, there is a second one. So if I do this. Oh no! I totally forgot that everything required. That's the gimmick of the track. Okay, that's not great. Who needs a motorway when you have this? See? And all you gotta do is go around the literal longest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not gonna be that bad, other than this right here, right now. This might actually go pretty terribly. New Zealand is in fact a country with eminent domain. Oh, okay. Good for them. I'm glad they can get some American freedom and whatnot. Truly the best. Can I move you here? There we go. And so now you guys. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna go great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is everything's gonna go very well, I can tell. We'll make a little circle around this. And now we can just attach it to the outside. Oh yeah, no, this is peak. I do worry a little bit about how the yellows are getting over here. But it's not too bad. Where at the blues. And I'm poor. Oh no. Oh no, I need a motorway. I need the exact same motorway I built before, but I got rid of it. Okay, well I just need to hold out until Friday, so hopefully everything works out. I'm a little worried. Sometimes there's not even compensation. Eminent domain laws are pretty much the same amongst a lot of countries. Yeah, it feels like it's so weird because hearing about the government, it's like half the time, the government can't do this thing because of rules and procedures, and then they do something fucking insane. You're like, I thought they couldn't do anything with the rules and procedures. They're like, well, normally, except for this specific circumstance. Dude, I need more roads. Okay, this isn't gonna happen. This isn't gonna work out. All right, I need more roads. Whatever's happening here, I need it to stop. Fuck. Oh, that might be bad. Oh, that might be bad. Okay. Can I at least get you to here? Is there any like? Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Well, bad news, this might be where I fall. The mystery upgrades really fucked me over here. I don't have enough roads to like do anything. You can save one road on the tile, the two bottom red houses. Save one road on tile. One road tile on the two bottom red houses. I'm stupid. I don't know what you mean. I'm looking at this right here. Nothing's coming to mind. Oh no. If I were smarter, it would work out. Okay. Hold on. We just gotta hold on until Friday. We just gotta make it, man. It can't be that hard. Ooh. Believe it or not, that was not what I wanted to see. That was not what I wanted to see right now. That's fine. That's fine. I don't love whatever is happening. What? Yeah, we just gotta hold on. Fun fact, in Australia, the courts can decide that the government doesn't even need to pay you for your lost property. That's why I don't know. Well, the reason I don't live in Australia is because it's like, I said Australia, not to be... Are you... Guys, I think it might be over for me. And gals, and thumbs. I think it might be over. But no, I hear bad things about Australia. I don't want to go. Not only because like they have venomous demons that they call animals, but also I hear that the government isn't great. I know there's some YouTuber that called out corruption, and his house got firebombed. So, admittedly, I don't intend on calling out corruption anytime soon, but I don't really support a government that'll just rip that. There's 0 statutes saying that they need to compensate you for your confiscated land. Yikes. Well, we do have proper compensation in the Constitution, so that's nice. I'm glad we have that. Oh no. Oh no, I'm cooked. Oh no, I don't have enough road. I don't have enough road. Even if I were to connect them. Okay. This isn't worth it. That's all I got. That's all. I have nothing left. I have nothing left for you. I would love to help out on what's going on over here, but I just can't. I have no road. Oh no. Oh, Dios mío. No, we're fine. Hold strong. Hold strong. We're good. We're great. We just need a little bit more road. I am back. Just getting dinner at a mall. Can find the food court. Can't find the food court. Terrible with directions. Ooh. How big of a mall? That, or you're really terrible with directions. Okay, 30 roads. I can save this. Okay. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna put these together. Put them like this. Is there a reason to connect these? No. Is there a reason to connect this? Yes. If I can connect this right here, then maybe, just maybe, we can have a road that goes down to this. There's no point in doing that because it costs less. Alright, but now you're going here, and now you can attack this, which means now the greens over here can go to this one. Okay. Connect red houses from the middle to the farm on top of them. From the middle of the farm to the farm on top of them. From the middle to the farm on top of them. Of course! So I said of course, but I actually I said it and then I expected to be hit with like a eureka moment. And then the eureka moment never came. So that's not ideal, but you know, whatever. We can do this. No, I'm running out of road again. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's connected now. As long as nothing drastically changes, maybe something can happen. How do I get yellow anywhere? This is a fucking mess. How? I need a motorway, but each motorway costs one road. Theoretically, these guys can get here, but... Oh my god, I missed that one. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's Trevor. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think, I'm gonna be honest, pulling the 4th fucking motorway was probably not gonna help. That was really rough. Wait, hold on. In New Zealand, there also isn't any statute requiring the landholder to be compensated? Yikers. So I should be able to do it for free, is what I'm hearing right now. Awesome. Yeah! I'm in the top 30, I'm in the top 70% when you think about it. Are you serious? In my defense, none of these guys fucking pulled 4 motorways. Twitch chat, you're smart. How to get uranium-235. Low-key, I'm kind of hurt on behalf of the fact that they didn't say hi to you, YouTube chat. Alright, I appreciate you all the time. That's why, even though it'll strain my internet, you're here. Don't ask me reasons. I wonder if they know. Rye is a scientist. Rye on Speed is, in fact, a scientist. It would be funny if this was the start of Moo going into I hate feds, I hate feds, I hate feds arc. I'm so sorry I missed your message, by the way, Jackson. Hi, YouTube chat. Hey, there's Jackson. He's so kind and polite. Last week, oh, I wasn't part of last week. Pink. No, I would never actively oppose the government because I'm gonna get fucking deported to El Salvador and then murdered in an El Salvadorian gang. So no, I don't believe in, protesting. What was the gimmick again? What the fuck? Whoa! Where are you going, little bro? What the fuck? That's crazy as hell. When did they add that? Alright, 4 traffic lights and 1 motorway. That is pretty easy, I think. Not to undercut the problem here, but it doesn't seem that hard. Yo, finally, hi chat. Wait, Italy doesn't even require the state to compensate you equal to the market value of your compensated goods? Man, if we followed the Constitution in America, then it wouldn't be so bad to live here, huh? Would it? Shout out to that one guy in El Salvador. He's probably dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh. Okay, I can do what I did last time and engage in segregation, but I think it's time to let integration take its role. Okay, hold on. It sounds bad. But what I meant was that I put the blues on one road to the blue thing, and I put the reds on another road to the red thing. It was purely for business and transportation-wise. I'm just saying it was efficient last time. I think I made it to 600. I don't know. That's not too bad. You make that joke every time. Every time I play mini Motorways, I make the same jokes. It's miserable. All right, I'm like Woody from Toy Story, and you pull his string, and he goes, "There's a snake in my boot." Except instead of that, it's like, "I think we should separate the reds and the blues." Yeah, it's some terrible shit like that. Every time. When will this guy be funny? Someone tell him to be funny now. 100-minute stream. True! 100 minutes. Hold on. Hold on, I think I... Hold on a minute, I think I got unfollowed in real time. Hold on a minute. Bro! I can't believe it. They saw me live and I'm owned. I'm owned. I haven't left 230s for like years and decades. Someone unfollowed me. That's so fucked up. That's so mean. They saw that I was live and went, yeah, I don't fuck with that person. Damn. Alright. I'm gonna open this up. I gotta see who they are. Oh! Oh no, they didn't unfollow. They didn't unfollow, never mind. Shout out Z Charlotte 6. You were a real one. I appreciate the fact that you followed me, and I hope Twitch didn't take you. I'm sad that Twitch took you out. I shut him to the goat. Well, I'm gonna be gone for OChem lecture. Don't start another ethno state while I'm gone. Would I? Okay, chat. How do we make Israel out of roads? Kidding. Kind of. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, slow down. That's a lot. Oh, fuck. Alright, I can rebuild this road system. Speaking of Israel, I think it's time for me to get political. No, there were protesters at my school, which is kind of weird. It's not, because I go to college, and university is often a place where people protest politically. Because that's where all the people who don't have anything better to do go. That's something my dad would say. I'm so old and sad. That's something my dad would say. Anyways, and it's I thought it was kind of odd, because believe it or not, all right, for the bulk of the protesting was actually around last year's election. What? I know. I couldn't believe it either, but it's true. And so I was kind of surprised to see it happen again. But no, there was like a protest. I think it was for Israel, and then there was a counter protest for Israel. I got to go see the Athens police because, you know, they love hanging out in protests to keep people safe, presumably. I don't know. I don't have any bad things to say about the Athens police. I think they're probably more lenient, if anything else. Because I know that, you know, college towns have their issues. The problem with college towns is that the entirety of their local government kind of depends on this university. Like, I don't need to pay for public transportation because I live in Athens, and even if they did make me pay, I then wouldn't have to pay it because the University of Georgia would pay for it. I think they're paying for it right now. But it's for every Athens citizen, not just the students, which is nice. But I think also because of that, local enforcement has more of a reason to maybe not enforce things as harshly as maybe they should. such as drunk driving. I know we have a couple problems with that. Yeah, no. But, you know, whenever there's a protest, there's always, like, a very strange group of old men around. And usually they're in uniform, but sometimes I think they're just, like, school faculty there to make sure nothing goes crazy. Which, I don't think anything has gone crazy yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have. I would stay and, like, see what's going on. But, like, low-key, I gotta go to class, man. Listen, I love protests. You keep doing what you're doing, but, like, I gotta be in class. Like, listen, I think it's great you have the time to do that, but, like, I gotta go. Yo, what's up, Snoop Cat? Welcome to Twitch chat. Mini Motorways streamers are some of the chillest people on the planet. Thank you. Yeah, I have some weird topics, but, you know, the game is just chill, and so it's a lot more discussion based than, like, something else would be, you know? Like, it's a lot easier to just talk about what's going on, and if you're good at the game slash smart, then you can take care of things that happen while you go on, and then if you're not, then you need to talk about random shit, and then you pause and see what fucked up while you're talking about random shit, and then you continue. Ryan, I'm about to expose this fraud for the variety streamer he is. I stream variety, it's true, but I enjoy Mini Motorways. You forgot? You can't miss an OChem lecture. It's OChem. That shit's, like, hard. That shit's pretty difficult to do. I don't know. I mean, maybe you can do it on your own. I wouldn't put it past you, but you explained OChem to me pretty easy. I'm literally standing here with my backpack. Real. I miss when I had, like, free time in college. Not to be like, you should be working all the time. But no, at Kennesaw State University, where I used to go before I transferred to UGA. I don't know, it was a lot more chill of a vibe, and, like, I would watch streams and I would do homework, like, at school, but now that I live at UGA, it's kind of like, if I'm on campus, I want to get off of campus or I need to go to class. Thank you very much for the follow, Snoop Cat. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're having a good time. Boom, boom. Oh, snap. Okay. I gotta group up here. Is this fine? I feel like this might not be fine. Because there's one main road. And I don't have a bridge, so there really can only be one main road. I could do this. Maybe separate. Would this work? I mean, there's only one way to find out. But no. I don't know. I'm having, I have a hard time personally not shitting on UGA because I like Kennesaw a lot more. But that also might have just been like, I don't know. The vibe was better, I think, low-key. It's also because I'm resentful of my superiors in terms of class structure. Alright, I'm not as rich as the people at UGA, and everybody at Kennesaw was, like, about at, like, a normal level of income. And so maybe I just like them more because I can relate to the people there more. Alright, the minute I stepped into class and everybody talked about, like, something fun that they did, and almost everyone brought up, like, oh my god, on my yearly trip to Europe, I totally found myself, I knew it was not my vibe. Alright, I would love to go on a yearly trip to Europe. I would love to find myself. It would be so great, but I think there are certain restrictions on such a thing. How? I'll put you here. You're fine. You're chill. You're chill. You're great. Alright, you just sit right there and you'll be okay. Don't clog anything. There we go. But I do like being in university though. It's kind of an excuse to, like, not be a real person for a little bit. Although, that excuse is drastically dwindling to a close. After all, how are you going to find yourself when you're right here? That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't think I could find myself in Europe. I don't know how I would do it. Maybe I'm just not social enough as an individual. But, like, I understand going somewhere, but I don't understand why it needs to be Europe. Because low-key, 1, Europe's kind of expensive to go to. 2, I don't speak any other language than English. And 3, what if I get lost? And I gotta ask for directions, and I go, hey, can you help? And they go, Well, I don't know how to say no English in French because I don't speak French. And then if they spoke Spanish, then I would be able to communicate with them like a little bit. And like my phone dies, you know? No English and French, whatever that would be. You literally look like the... What the fuck does... What does that mean? God. Lego piece... Nope. There we go. 64452 PB 02C01. That's so swag. That's so swag of you to say. That's actually so dope. I had no fucking idea what this was gonna be, and I'm glad you said that. That's cool. You just like know that, or you just like had that shit locked and loaded? That goes hard. Oh my god. Why are there so many numbers and letters? I had no idea what this was gonna be. That's swag as hell. Man, I wish I had Legos. I do have Legos. I'm a bum. I cannot do cool things. It is impossible. Alright? I was gonna do a cool thing this Saturday. I have a Lego vinyl player that I wanted to build on stream, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I would love to do it this Saturday. But this Sunday is Easter, and I gotta go home because my family's religious. Psych! My family's not religious. I gotta change this so that it actually fits Snoopcat's name. Alright? I think they just miss me too much, which is so chill. But like, you have another child. I'm not an only one. Oh, I wanted to go buy a computer. It would have been so swag to go buy a computer. The Muubody computer stream. And then I'd stream and everything would go wrong. It would be perfect. It'd be great. No. Yep. How can you not do cool things? You just casually stream mini motorways. That's cool. I appreciate that. But I don't like announce a mini motorway stream. Although maybe I should. Well, I do. I have like a Discord where like I announce the streams, but there are also other things that I like announce. Like a week before, I'll have like a little poster and I'll set up a date. I think the last time was April Fool's, where I played Terraria Craft, and low key, that shit did not go hard. Terraria Craft kicked my ass. I did not have as good of a time as I would have liked. Get a computer in the summer. I wanted a computer now, though. Why would I want one in the summer? If I get one in the summer, I'll have to go to the Micro Center in Marietta. And will that be a good opportunity to go back to Marietta, and I'll have a good time, and I'll get some sushi or something? Yes, I would enjoy that. That's it. End of statement. There's no but there. That would be a nice thing to do. But I want it now. How am I? This is actually a fine opportunity here. What if I overload my roundabout with traffic, and then everything gets super clogged because I overclogged my roundabout with traffic? Have we considered this? I think it might be a good move. I don't know if this is gonna work. This could be either really good or really stupid. Why? Why are you here? Stop. Alright, the problem is this. I need another bridge, which I have. What if I do this, this, and this, and then I just make a bridge to here, and now they have to go this way. Or I build or I put it here, and suddenly, alright, now they're not clogging up this, but they're going elsewhere. Where are the white people at? I need another bridge, I think. It should be mini motorways or mini motorways. Maybe MM lowercase, you know, because they're mini motorways. Stop with your instant gratification and get yourself some delayed gratifications. No, because that would involve getting my stream money and then buying the computer, and next time I get my stream money is going to be like 2030. Alright, I can't do that. I can't wait that long. Okay, this is fine, except for the part where it's not. I need another bridge. It's pronto, as they say. Okay, this isn't working out. Let's do this. What? They can't combine. I need a... Oh, I do have a bridge. Okay. I don't love this. If this goes down, I think everything will be fine. But only if this goes down. Because otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to play this any longer. Also, we need a motorway from U to U. Bridge. Go! 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 I see it! It's possible. Oh, it's not possible. That sucks. Jack, are you high? No. Next time you get some money, you donate for stream, chat, weed support. Donate for stream, chat, weed support. No, I can't support. Is weed legal everywhere in the US or only partially? I don't know if weed is legal where Jax lives. Maybe. It's possible, but it also might not be. I don't know the rules for weed. And the problem with knowing the rules for weed is that every time I ask stoners the rules for weed, they don't know because they're high. Like, they think they know, but they don't because they're high. And then every time I ask non-stoners what the rules for weed are, they don't know because they're not stoners. Alright? It's an impossible quandary. I truly, I can't figure it out. Sounds like you're high? No, I wouldn't. I live in Georgia. I don't, listen, can I get like weed.com? Look at that. Disa.com? You're the type of people that sell weed, alright? Legal status mixed. Medicinal CBD oil only decriminalized now. See, I wouldn't do weed. Fully illegal. Sheesh. It's fully legal to smoke weed in Idaho and Wyoming and Kansas? Would not have guessed. Would not have guessed. Alright, well, I guess I could get some CBD oil. Who wants to ship CBD oil? Well, well, well. I still don't think it's like legal where I am. So theoretically, if my roommate gets annoying, I could report him to the police, but I think that would be maybe a little malicious. That'd be maybe a little, I don't know, he's kind of annoying, guys. He stinks up the kitchen all the time. Maybe I should report him for marijuana use. I say that, but like there is no wall between my kitchen, or the kitchen of my apartment and my room. There's just a door. So people have heard me in the past. There's a non-zero chance that he heard that. Probably not, but I don't know. It should scare him from ever doing anything else. How am I going to do this? Like this, I guess? I don't love this. You know? Sometimes home decorators or like home buyers will be like, oh my god, I love this, but I don't love this. You know, there's no wow to it, and that's how I feel about this road. Well, I gotta head out. Peace. Thank you very much for watching the stream and following Snoopcat. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time, and I hope I can see you again, perhaps. I stream mini Motorways irregularly, but they happen. I've been out of practice for a little bit. But, you know, it occurs on the reg. How many mini Motorways spots do I have? And can I look it up from my YouTube? These are important questions. I will be here soon, I hope. I hope so as well. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna actually... Wait, I should probably pause this. Can you look through... I didn't... Yeah, I paused it. Can you look through, like, actual these? If I go live and I type in mini Motorways, what shows up? Because I don't think I say mini Motorways in the title. I have streamed more than this. Is this in videos or lives? These are lives. Okay. Believe it or not, that is actually just the same page. Okay, I've definitely... Listen, alright? Don't believe the YouTube lies. I've streamed this more than that. Alright? It's true. It has to be. How many hours do I have in this game? Almost all. I have like 40 hours of this game, and most of them are streamed. Alright? It cannot just be 6 videos. It cannot just be 6 live streams. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. You gotta, please. So, shout out YouTube. I can't believe Twitch said that they were, I think, limiting the amount of content that can be hosted on their site. And I think it was a big deal for some people, like clips and stuff like that, which is yeah, fair. But like, I wonder if Twitch is actually going to get dethroned one of these times. You know what I mean? Because it feels as though, to me, I mean, I stream on Twitch because Twitch is the place where you stream on Twitch. And I stream on YouTube because it actually has a lot more discoverability. Right? Well, after I stagnated a little bit, but when I first started streaming on YouTube, I got a lot more, I guess people found me a lot faster than they did on Twitch, and the growth rate was higher. Jackson, thanks for the map. Popeyes it is. Did Jackson really get you a map of the mall you're in? Have you not found the food court this whole time? Elite triathlete. Dog, it's been... You gotta be hungry by now, man. Are you okay? How would I go about this? Nope. I guess I just have to like brute force it and travel this way. Ooh, I need to try Popeyes. I need to try a bunch of things. Oh, well, I'm eating right now. I'm hungry. I am hungry, but I'm going home this weekend, and if I buy groceries, then I'm gonna need to throw them out, because they won't last that long. So like, I just get to starve. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. No, I'll probably get food after stream, maybe. But there's this place I've been going to. It's a Japanese restaurant, right? Because I'm worldly, you know. What can I say? I guess I understand the people of Japan. But no, there's this place I've been going to, and it's pretty good cost-wise, and it's pretty good food-wise, and it's pretty good speed-wise. But, like, it's 13 minutes away from my house, my apartment. A little too much. But it is so affordable that I don't need to, like, scam tips. You know what I mean? What is right now? Right now. Okay. I think I've mentioned this before, but I can mention it again. It's like a trade secret. But like, I used to go to Nuke. Well, I do go to Nukes, and what I'll do is I'll do like the tablet cashier, and then I won't tip because I'm not tipping a tablet because nobody's gonna look at me in the eye. And if you're not looking at the eye to make sure that I tip, I got bad news for you. Is there a way to do this? Maybe. And even then, Nukes is kind of expensive. I think even without tipping, it's about $15. You do get a lot of food, but it's not like a lot of food. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Like, let's see. I ate and I got back at 12:30 today. And I am now getting kind of hungry, which I think is reasonable, maybe. But like at Nukes, that hunger would start setting in maybe a couple hours earlier. You've got to be shitting me. Why do they all have to spawn in the places I want them to spawn in the least? Okay, hold on. How can I do this? If I can make a second bridge, then that might actually not be so bad. Alright, so we do this, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. Alright. This is not so bad. I don't know how I feel about this, but you know, it's not terrible. I can do that. I need more roads. So motorway, please. Is there a place to use a roundabout? Maybe here, but this place isn't backed up. Maybe here, but this place isn't that backed up. I can run it, I think. Is it better to future-proof now? Perhaps. There we go. Cool. Thanks for jinxing a nuke. No! Well, listen, if anyone's gonna get nuked, I'm on, I think, the top priority list. Atlanta's a pretty big city, as the busiest airport in the world, internationally wise. I think I've been saying that for years, and I think it's been true for years, but let me look it up just to make sure. Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! Look at that. Look at that, baby. Woo! That's Atlanta. That's Atlanta. Dallas Fort Worth, suck my nuts. Anyways, why did I bring this up? Oh, because I live in Atlanta, it has a bunch of important stuff in it, like the airport. We have the CDC. We have CNN. I don't know why anyone nuking us would want to nuke CNN, but in case they really did, then this would be the place that they nuked it. And Athens is pretty close. Actually, hold on. I know. When will this guy just keep playing mini motorways? Fuck this guy. Wait a minute, is this gonna dox me? Well, it's fine if it doxes me. I just don't want it to dox like where I lived previously. Oh yeah. So this is nuke map. This used to pop off, super hard. So let's see. We do Zara Bomba, and we call it a surface burst, and we do casualties and fallout, and you detonate it. I'm right here. So Atlanta gets nuked, I'm a goner. You know, it being called Atlanta always just makes me think of boats, which makes it weird that it's known for planes. Oh, like Atlantis. That's fair. That's reasonable. But no, that's Savannah. Savannah's the port. Well, it used to be called Terminus. I don't know why it's called Atlanta now. But no, I would be part of the estimated fatalities here, or estimated injuries. Actually, what is this? I'm looking for the fallout contour. Maximum downwind fallout distance 952 kilometers. Maximum width oh, that's a lot. 24 km/h wind 1 hour after detonation. So that's if it was a surface one. What happens if it's an airburst one? Okay, then I actually survive, because I'm not on this part of Athens. Okay, I'd survive. Oh, but that's because the wind is going. Oh, I can change the way the wind goes. Wait, so what happens if I... Oh, well, now I super die, huh? Now I definitely don't survive. Okay. So you just get hit by the wind. Yeah, but I don't get hit by the blast. Shout out to all the people in Griffin, Noonan. I've been to Carrollton. It's okay. Villa Rica. There's Peachtree City. That's the place I know. Dallas. Not quite Rockmart. Cartersville. This is where Kennesaw University is. I don't go there. Fuck Alpharetta. I think Smellville is somewhere around here. My friend's boyfriend is from Smellville. And I'm gonna be honest. Smellville. Hey, there it is! Alright, anyways, back to the video game. So I will die from wind if we get hit by a nuke. So, toodles! You see a nuke drop in Atlanta, know that I'm gone. And that was Tsar Bomba. That was the biggest one that the USSR made, but I imagine nukes have gotten a little bit stronger since then. I'm not sure, but, you know, it's possible. Alright, so I'm seeing this. I don't love what's going on here, but I realize it as a necessity. Alright, the yellow cars must get to where they are going. Okay, how do I do this? There we go. No, they actually try to make them more mid-sized now. Oh, okay. I'm glad. So maybe I will survive, as long as the wind isn't pointing my particular direction that day. Because if it does and it's an air burst, then I'm gone. But if it's a surface missile, then I might be okay. Or the opposite around, I don't remember. Personally, I don't understand how there can be wind if there's a nuke. I thought maybe it would vaporize all the wind. That's how it makes sense in my head, but, you know, whatever. I'm not going to bridge here, because I don't think I need to. But no, I am kind of upset, because I was planning to go get groceries. It's not going to go out again, but I found out how to order at Cookout, right? Which is, oh no, no, I don't love how this is going. Hold on. Okay, so you're gonna go here. I don't love that, especially because this is on like an axis of some kind. The axis powers? No. Yeah, I don't love that. Yikes. Okay. But no, I know how to order at Cookout now. I noticed that I said order. I didn't like find out about Cookout. I've known about Cookout. It's this spot that is it's cheap food. It's pretty alright. I'm pretty sure it's synonymous with black culture, but that's kind of besides the point. But I just didn't. They have an interesting ordering system where you order a tray rather than like, you don't just get like the number 3. You know what I mean? It's not like a Big Mac. And so I didn't want to go through the drive-thru and make a fool of myself. So I haven't gone, even though it's actually pretty cheap in terms of food-wise. You get kind of, you don't get like a lot, but you get more than $9 worth of food, let me tell you what. And because it's fast food, you don't need a tip. Yeah. Oh my god. I totally fucking... Okay. So there's this place called Batty's Burgers. Okay? And yes, it is called Batty's Burgers, like Batty, like Batty, right? And I went there a few days ago. It was laundry day, so whatever day laundry day was. So maybe Monday? Maybe Monday. Did I mention this already? No, I can't have. I remember not. I don't remember. And I was there in my naked mole rat form. And so what that means is that it was laundry day, and I wasn't planning on going out that day. And so my hair was like slicked back because I didn't shampoo. And I was wearing my UGA basketball t-shirt and shorts. So I just looked ugly. I looked ugly as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, it is how it is. And then there's this guy who's like, "Hey, I'm Ben. Welcome to Batty's Burgers. How are you doing today? May I know the name of who this order is about to be for?" I was like, "Whoa, this guy's crazy. This guy's on coke. Alright, he might kill me when I pull up to the drive-thru window." But like, I ordered the food, and he was like, "Is there anything that's not cool with it? Because at Batty's Burgers, you ordered the burger." And you might be thinking, yeah, you ordered the... No, you ordered the burger. Let me Google Maps this shit. Actually, let me just look up... whatever. If I pull you up on the monitor, will you dox me? No, you won't. Okay. Oh. well, that's me. Alright, hold on. Let me just look up Batty's Burgers. There we go. I went to the one in Watkinsville because I don't like hanging with UGA people. Right? And so this is Batty's Burgers, and you go to the menu. They changed it IRL because of inflation. But you get, the combo is just, you get the burger. And that's it. All burgers come with caramelized onions, Batty pickle, Batty sauce, and cheese. Now here's the thing about Batty pickles, is that they're not very pickly. They're more just like for texture, because I don't really like how pickles taste, but I'm not going to go up to Batty's Burgers and be like, can I please get that Batty's Burger without the Batty pickles? I'm not going to do that. So I got the triple, and he hands me this tiny bag. And I thought I fucked up, but no, it's actually pretty good. I fuck with it, even though I don't like pickles. And this guy with like a handlebar mustache, like he's something out of like a time period piece about the fucking You know? About like old English. Alright, well, let's not do that. You get a full on like twirly mustache and a beard. But like he seemed relatively young. You know? So, and he's like, hey, I'm Ben, welcome to Batty's Burgers. He looked like kind of like a mascot. But if he was a person, that's not how his eyes looked. But, you know, and I'm going to be honest, he was kind of hype. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for the polite speech coming out of anywhere else other than Chick-fil-A, but he was kind of hype. He was gas. I'm going to go there again at some point. Probably not now. Maybe. Because I might go to Nukes. I could use like a lot of food. I could use a lot of food. The problem is everything that I eat is less money I can put towards the computer. You know? What's happening here, by the way? Oh, I see. We're having a bunch of difficulties with getting out there. So the pink should be able to go there more effectively now, and that should leave all the ones that are trying to go here just do this. No. Yep. I don't love how this is going. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think I just developed arthritis for a second. Alright, we're good. We're back. Oh, man. But no, that's gas. Man, food's so great. Big fan. Big fan of food. Oh, man, the American's a big fan of food. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? Okay, shit just goes hard here. I might get it. The problem with Batty's Burgers is that it's kind of far away. The one I went to is in Watkinsville, which is about a 13-minute drive. And you might be thinking, well, 13-minute drive is not that bad. But it's kind of a long thing just to like get some food. You know, that's like a 25-minute, 30-minute commute. So the food kind of has to be an experience. So if you're going to a drive-thru, it's kind of not worth it. Where did everyone go? I don't know where everyone went. I don't know, maybe all the stuff I was saying earlier, or the fact that they're not interested in Batty's Burgers. Maybe I'm just not as hot as I was previously. I know that Snoopcat just had to go, and Rye has an OChem lecture. I know those specifically. But it could also just be that I'm cringe, and I'm not as funny as I was earlier this stream. Which is entirely possible. Alright, we gotta keep our eyes and ears open for that. Good lord, can we... How am I gonna do this? We think you're funny? Thank you very much, Elite Triathlete. I appreciate it. You scare me when you say we. Because, I remember Jack said that he, Jack said that he put me on in front of people sometimes, and that he'd have to be like, oh no, he isn't normally like this, when I, yelled. And, I can't believe it. And it's not that I'm embarrassed, but it's like, damn, they're just not fucking with my vibe. And now, and now Jackson's cred has fallen considerably. I wouldn't change it though. I yell at people who deserve it. I'm gonna say it. Alright, are we good? I see this happening, and I'm not a fan. I need motorways. I need a lot of them. Okay, I don't think this is the move. Maybe it is. No, it can't be. I need this guy to wrap it up, and I'm gonna put a bus, not a bus, a bridge here. Alright. Things are not going super well. You gotta be shitting me. Things are not going great. I'll be the first to chime in. I need a motorway. Because the purple can't get over here effectively, because this has essentially just become a route for cars to go upwards. And the problem is that the cars aren't getting enough opportunities to go upwards. So how would I fix that? I don't know. And I don't know how to fix this either. I can do this. Maybe. And you have a bunch of people here, but I don't know if these guys are gonna help at all. Yeah, we might be cooked. The goose? Yeah, it might be cooked. Oh yeah, no. That's a lot. That's a lot of points of failure. Damn. This game's kind of hard. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. I think this game might be difficult. Well, some maps are. Some of these maps are easy as balls, and then some of these maps are like, hold on here. Like I know Moscow's a fucking annoying ass country. All right, I think I got Munich in me. I can pull off a 1K on Munich. There we go. The Isar? Am I crazy? Is Munich not in Germany? No, it is. Isar doesn't scream like a European word. What does it mean? Like, I know the Danube. Why is it named that?
Isar.
That doesn't, okay. The Isar. Stems from S or is? Meaning flowing, oh, that's dumb. That's dumb as shit, bro. Are you serious? Dude, alright, hear me out. There's this river next to where we live. What if we called it flowing water? So true. It's the same thing. So many words we have that are of like former languages are so boring. Like I know taxonomy, like the binomial nomenclature would be like cephalopod just means headbeat. You know what I mean? To kill the vampires. The river's gonna kill the vampires, or like the previous language? Fuck. But no, I know binomial nomenclature is just dumb. Yeah, the river. Oh, it's the river that kills vampires. I feel like they should include that in the name, though. I feel like that'd be like calling it Vampire River, but like in Latin or something. That'd be dope as fuck. Look at them go. Am I on max speed? Of course I'm not. Okay, these guys are moving kind of slow. But I wonder what it's like for them. Look at him. Look at him travel. He pulls into work. And then he pulls out of work. Look at him go. Such austere efficiency. It almost makes you wonder why the fuck is he pulling into a parking lot and then backing out again. But I have no idea. Because running water. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Why is the water running? To kill the vampires. Yo, shout out YouTube subscribers. Big fan. I'm the 130 now. I'm gonna be YouTube famous in no time. I'd like a play button. That'd be cool. I think that'd be dope as fuck, actually. I would love to have one. Cause right now I feel like I'm at such a insecure place as like a streamer. Cause like if you go like, oh yeah, I stream on Twitch and you have like 10 followers, it's like, oh, you know, like that's so cool that you stream on Twitch. But like if you say you stream on Twitch and you have like 1K, 10K followers, it's like, okay, man, you're like a streamer. But then you say that you stream on Twitch and you have 238 followers on Twitch and then 130 subscribers on YouTube. They're like, oh. So this is like more than a hobby, but you don't make any money from it. Nobody's ever said that to me, but like it's what I visualize in my head. You know, I need to become famous or bust. I can't die here. Are they just being paid to drive? Because I don't know how they would make money otherwise. I think so. It's like Uber. But instead of like being like Uber, you just drive yourself from a parking lot and then to a parking lot and then from a parking lot and then to a parking lot. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god, speaking of Uber and Lyft, alright, it is time for me to spill the tea that nobody gives a shit about because most people don't go to UGA. So, at UGA, they offer Lyft passes. And what that's meant to do is incentivize students to take Lyft. It must be big parking lots? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so I can't pull this up on stream like I usually do, so I'll just have to mention this. And so what this means, yeah, you get 50% off your rides. It's usually Ride Smart reloads monthly. So every month for up to $7, up to $7.50, or you can get 50% up to $7.50 off per ride 4 times every month, right? And the time windows are, all right, now pay attention to this because you'll see a big gap. Sunday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So, pro tip, if you're trying to use Lyft to get to class, what time do you think that you would need it? If you guessed anywhere between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., you would be right, and you would also not get any money from UGA, despite the fact that they constantly send you fucking emails and texts about it. So, guess who took 2 rides before he figured out the fact that it was just fucked? It's me. I paid for Lyft twice. I paid for a Lyft. Get it? We're gonna go bridge here. So yeah, fuck UGA. Like, I get it, I guess. But also, the times at which those lifts would be available and those ride smarts would like kick in, it being up to $7.50 a ride is kind of insane because the rides would cost so much more than that. Because the less drivers there are, the more it costs you to take the fucking lift. So no, shout out UGA. Alright, they take all this, they spend millions of dollars on some dipshit renovation that I don't even know what the point of is, by the way. I go to the business college. Why do I not know what the innovation is for, or the renovation is for? And yeah, no, they're just doing shit like this. I could segregate it so that the purple people don't ride on the blue, but I don't hate what's happening here. Actually, do this, because what I was worried about was this getting clogged up, but if this happens, then it shouldn't be too bad. I should have taken the roundabout there. Alright, how do I want to do this? Like, because I don't want this to be clogged. Maybe like that? One, you need to be over here. Alright, you can't be a part of that. And 2, like this, maybe. Pink. Oh yeah, there we go. And then we can attach that through here. So if anything needs to connect, we'll have it through there. And we have a little square, we have a little rectangle. I love transportation. You know what would be great? I would love transportation even more if my bus route at UGA, not at UGA, but just like in Athens, if my bus route had more than one bus every hour, that'd be so swag. Can you like even imagine if that happened? Oh, it sucks so bad. Because when I get out of class, I get back to the apartment at like 6 p.m. And class gets out, let's see, 4:30 maybe? A lot of the time, if we're lucky. 5:10 if we're not lucky, but like 4:30, 4:40 if we're lucky. And so because it's at 4:30 for 4:40, the bus is already at my apartment. And so, yippee, bridge. There's a big river in the middle of it. And because it's already at my apartment, it needs to come all the way back in there. And because traffic gets really bad in the later part of the day, it just slows down until 6. And so you might be like, this is why you call a lift. and then I go, I don't have infinite money. And it's so weird. It's so weird to like ride in the lift. I've only ridden in 2. I've ridden in Uber a couple times, but like I know this is normal for a lot of people. But you know what else is normal for a lot of people? Like what is it? DoorDash or a DoorDash equivalent. Like I've never used it. I don't think I will for the most part. I can't imagine a reason why I would. Because it makes regular food more expensive. I'll drive. Did you not know running water is a historical way to kill vampires? No. I've literally never fucking heard of that. I need you to understand. Never. Ever have I ever heard of that. Which is why I was kind of confused when you said it. Low key? I don't need to connect this, but I should. Okay. What the? You know, that was why I was so confused. I genuinely had no idea. White. Alright, are we good? Is it good for them to go through here? No, we should round about this. Alright. Here. 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 Boom. I don't know where that comes from. Anyways, that's right. It's odd to be in an individual's car. It is even weirder to talk to them and like have a conversation and then you never see them again. I was riding in a lift and there is this lady whose husband runs a furniture store. Alright, one, I already know too much about you. I already know too much about you if I know your husband runs a furniture store. But like, she was taking a call with her sister because her sister works at a bank. And apparently people haven't been reaching their sales quota and her sister is worried about next year because her sister reached her sales quota like last month. So like March. Her entire sales quota, she had a really big sale. And so her sister is worried that she's gonna be expected to do more when in reality those sales don't really happen all that often. So, you know, it wouldn't really make sense to be like, okay, now you need to start doing more like that. Well, I guess it does make sense. And the fact that I know this about a random Lyft driver's sister is too much for me. And I'll never speak to her again. She was a nice lady. Alright? I don't want this to be like Moo indicts the characters of Lyft drivers. Because that is not true. But personally, I think it's a little strange to me to talk to someone and to get to know them like that and then they're just gone. You know, maybe I have attachment issues. But this is just the way I am. Goes with how vampires can't enter your house without permission. Well, I've heard of that. Jackson 2, you are right. You have to invite them in. Running water, holy water. I've heard holy water. I know garlic. I know you can't come in my house without permission. I've never heard of running water. I know silver. No, that's war rules. I know the crucifix or something like that. And the crucifix, I think, made more sense back then because, like, you would only wear a crucifix if you were really, like, religious. But now, people just wear crucifixes to, like, be swag. So, I think it's lost a little bit of its, you know, strength. Yup. That's me. I bet you're wondering how I got into this mess. But no, it makes me uncomfortable, personally. She's a nice lady, though. The thing is, I feel bad, because now, like, I have to tip her well. I'd much rather it be silent, and then you give me 5-star, and then I give you 5-star. There was this one dude. Alright, well, I say this one dude. There's one guy and one girl. And he waited for me to, like, put on my seatbelt, but he didn't tell me. And I was a little slow with it. And I was like, damn, this car is just not moving on. I didn't say that, but I thought it. And when I buckled my seatbelt, something starts moving. I'm like, oh. Like, don't get me wrong, I always put on my seatbelt in the car. Always. I did not live in a time in which putting a seatbelt on a car was ever considered acceptable. My Nana used to not put on seatbelts in cars, and she died. And that was because of Alzheimer's, but you know, I don't know if a seatbelt would have really helped with that, but it was just unsafe. And she didn't do it because she never did it growing up. So don't like how this is going. We're gonna provide an alternate path here. You know, it's just weird. Normally, like, people I know, I'll hop in their car and they'll start driving and then I'll buckle up. But it'll be like at such a low speed that it won't matter. They a bidding sense of humor. I like how in Limbus water doesn't hurt them. They are just extremely afraid of it for no reason. Well, I know animals often don't like. This has nothing to do with what you're talking about, but I know animals don't like still water because like their instincts know like, hey man, we need like running water. This shit's not gonna work if it's not running, all right? And that's because if the water is flowing, then it's like safe to drink. And if it's not flowing, then that means it's stagnant and there might be like bacterias in it. I don't camp though, so I don't really know that much about it. I only know like a little bit. Alright, how are we doing over here? Roundabout there, roundabout there. I'd love a roundabout here. Other than that, I feel like I'm doing relatively alright. I don't like this. I don't understand where all the problems are coming from. Truly, I don't. Seriously, I need people to start clocking in. Oh, because they had to go the long way around because I accidentally disconnected this. Oh. Are you fucking serious, dude? Alright, fuck you too, man. Suck nuts, bitch. I already did a challenge. Can I not play? Oh, I can't play on all these. More trees and they can't be destroyed. Half the number of road tiles and 3 motorways. Fuck it, let's do this. Let's do this one. Okay, guys. Have to car and drive. BRB. Alright. Elite triathlete. Be safe on the road. Buckle up. It's important. Or so they say. Maybe it's just big seatbelt. Trying to get a hold in your pocket. Are there actually people who don't fuck with car seats? Or not car seats, but like seatbelts? I guess because I grew up with car seats, I can't imagine them being like weird at all. Not car seats, seatbelts. The fuck? Like, I know some people call them safety belts, but I really only know that because Kanye includes that in Through the Wire. I don't know, it's one of those things. I guess I'm just too cool and new to think that seatbelts are weird. What are some other things that old people struggle with? Gay marriage. Yeah, I guess it's because I don't know when gay marriage happened, but by the time I was cognizant of the fact that gay people exist, it was already legalized, so I didn't really give a shit. Maybe if I was a little older and I was in middle school and then I just had a really bad look of life, then I would become like, man, I wish my life was better before middle school, back when gay marriage didn't exist. But no, because it's already happened, it's just kind of how the world is. And I guess that's the goal of these things, you know what I mean? To institute them in such a degree to where it's normal for the next generation, and then the problems won't really exist, or then people who are intolerant of it won't really exist. That's not true, because I think there are some Zoomers that don't fuck with gay people, but I think the vast majority of them do. Is it because they're young, and young people are usually left-leaning on the political spectrum? I don't know. I think it's probably because they just grew up with it. I always get into politics on these fucking mini motorway streams. It's miserable. It's miserable, I tell you. Oh yeah, I can't destroy these. That's so sad. Like, oh my god, get this guy out of here. Ping pong. I can't wait for something to spawn in and fuck it up. Like, there's this Jubilee does this thing where like they get 100, or not 100, but like 10 of a group of people to talk to one of like someone of the opposing side, which is always, it's a terrible system. Alright, if you've seen any of the videos, they're just fucking miserable. They just amount to like a bunch of people telling one guy their viewpoints and he doesn't agree with them, but before he can actually make any like actual arguments or something, the person who's talking to him gets voted out, because you can vote out people, which seems like it would be a good idea, but in reality it's just kind of a way for them to be like, Actually, I would like to speak now. Hold on. I would like to take the floor. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes they don't do that. Like, I think there is... I watched two in specific. I watched the big one that was like 10 or 16 conservatives versus one, and then it was like some guy who is not conservative. I don't know. Maybe he's famous. I don't watch that much politics. And like they were all hunting for like the chair, and it was really sad. And then there was another one where it was like supremely chill and interesting. Be like, huh, okay. Is it like what was it, like anti-vaxxers or something? No, the anti-vax one was weird. They weren't polite. There was one group where they were very calm about the chairs, very Lord of the Flies-esque. It was weird. Muubody. Bam. Yeah, this is Skip Bayless versus 25 sports fans. That's pretty funny. Leftist versus MAGA. Who is not a one? That's funny. I saw this one. It was alright. One conservative versus 25 LGBTQ. Not looking for this. All of this is just fucking bait, right? To be like, oh my god, I hope my side wins. And then it's just, I don't know. It's so very common denominator type shit. That's not Ben Shapiro. I don't know his name, but that is not Ben Shapiro. I am telling you, this is... I'm not gonna look him up. I'm not gonna look him up on fucking... Is that what he looks like now? No, it's not! Although Ben Shapiro does look considerably better with a beard, so I'm glad he took that. This one's goated. Right? So it's just like... And you can tell that they're not gonna do it again because it got less than fucking 1 Democrat versus 25 Republicans. But like, this is Pete Buttigieg. He used to be the Department of Transportation guy, and it was him versus 25 undecided voters. And some of them were stupid, but some of them had pretty good points. And like the way, and you can tell a lot about people from the way they attack a chair, and like a musical chairs-esque game. All right, if they're hustling for the chair, you can't trust them. But if they're chill about the chair, it's not even musical chairs, right? Because you don't lose if you don't get in. But on the 25 MAGA versus the one liberal political journalist, they were all hustling the chairs. It's sad. All right, it's very common denominator stuff where they just put in like really political headlines, which I guess it's the move now. Because I know YouTube used to be like, if you could put boobs in the title, just enough to where it wouldn't be like demonetized, but like enough so that you could see it and click on it, then you would like win. You know what I mean? You would just win. That's where all of it went. I know at the very early times of YouTube, there were like these reply girls, and like their replies would get like a ton of views or something. I don't know. I think they used to have video replies. I don't know that much about it. All right, but I think they'd put like their boobs in the not like their whole, not like showing whole hog, but like, you know, they'd put it in the thumbnail and people would click on it and be like, you know what, I'm getting an audience. People are looking at me. So that's why it switched to watch time. Man, that's why the algorithm switched to watch time. I remember back when the algorithm was such like a complainable thing, but now it's been gamed to such a degree to where nobody complains about it anymore. And if anyone does complain, it's kind of like sad to watch. And not in like a, oh, you're pathetic, you have problems with the YouTube algorithm, but like, it's just depressing, I guess, is my take on it. It's like, damn, man, shit is just not going very well, huh? This should probably be a roundabout, which means you need to be here. Alright, little bro. Okay, how do I... I think that's fine. Man, I've been really wanting to play Fire Emblem Engage recently, but the problem is that I've run into the fact that there's too much Fire Emblem, which used to never be something that happened in my life. But think about it, right now I'm playing Grug on stream, then there is Grug 2, which is, I think has a lot more chapters, I'm not sure. I think it's double the chapters. Maybe there are 18 playable chapters in Grug, 16, 18 playable chapters in Grug, and like 32 in the other one. It's like a full-size game. And I am already taking forever to beat Grug. And then there's Toho Emblem, and then there's Toho Emblem 2, which I am playtesting, but I don't know enough about the game to be like, I don't know if it's a bug or not, because I'm running into a couple things. I don't know if they're bugs or not, because they might just be intentional. I don't know. I'm like, so at this point, and now I'm starting to want to beat Engage, and this is important because I have not beaten Fire Emblem Engage. I've played a lot of Fire Emblem games. I played, what? Valentia, Awaken. I'm not gonna go through them all. That's a pain in the ass. There's no reason to. But like, I want to play more Fire Emblem, but now there's just too much Fire Emblem to play. I'm drowning in my success, I suppose. This fucking blows. This is so cringe and lame. Alright. I guess you can go here. Maybe you can go like this. Nope. Alright, go here you go. And then you... Book. How far did you get in Toho Emblem 2? Oh, not very far. Just second chapter. But, I saw Marissa do her crit animation twice when she killed, each time she killed Rumia for me, despite the fact that she had 0 crit, and I didn't know if that was a bug or not. Because it might just look like that to be like, oh, look at them, they killed the boss, you know? Okay, well, I'm not gonna do anything with that. Let's put this here. Okay. I'm not a fan with how this is going. I think things might go poorly. Did you not notice how that's also a thing in Grug 1? No. Well, I had animations off for most of the time. Right? So no, I did not notice how you get a crit when you kill a boss. Alright, this I think is motorway time. How and where do I want to do it? It might be possible to do this. This might clog everything. What's the problem here? Is that, oh, I see the problem. Is that the red houses aren't like, there aren't enough reds. Okay. So if you do this, and then you do this, then maybe you should be okay. Maybe. I guess I'm a bad playtester. I'm sorry, Jackson. I'll never be able to beat Toho 2 at this rate. But no, I have a lot of things, a lot of games I want to play and do. Which is great and cool that I have all these options, but it's giving me, you know, it's a little overwhelming. Although I am glad I figured it out. So for anyone who doesn't know, I am playtesting Toho Emblem 2, which is not quite a ROM hack, but a Fire Emblem fan game. What's happening here? Get moving, motherfuckers! Oh wait, you can just do this. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. It's a pain in the ass to set up. Okay, I am dying, I think. I'm gonna be honest. I am perishing, I'm being obliterated. I think I'm gonna end stream here, which sucks because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to stream over the weekend. I want to stream over the weekend, but apparently on Saturday I'm meant to be going to Topgolf, which my dad has been talking about for a year, but they finally decided they wanted to do it, so that's fun. So I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Uh-oh. That was exactly what I was aiming for, though. We can stay on DVD video for a minute. I hate what I have set up for my playlist, or what I play for music. because it requires a specific program for it to be on stream. You know, otherwise I won't show up because there is like a little spinning wheel like that. I like it. I think it's dope. I just hate the thing it uses. All right, but I wanted to say thank you very much for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, no. If you haven't already, please follow if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you're on YouTube. You know the drill. I'll play mini Motorways more often. I think for the past couple weeks, because I've been on and off streaming for a little bit, and so I wanted to like put in the work, put in the hours, and like do more like game streams, or like I'm working on Grug, I'm working on Signalist. Mudborn was kind of meant to be my replacement. Yeah, you're always cool. Thank you. But Mudborn was meant to be kind of like another way to do it outside of mini Motorways, and then that didn't work out. Well, it's fun. I like it, but it's not like as chill as mini Motorways is. You know, it still like requires my brain. Maybe a little bit too much. But no, I enjoyed playing mini Motorways today. It's a lot more chill. Although I need to stop talking about, I always get into politics and then all this weird shit on the mini Motorways stream. Alright, I'll find something else. But thank you very much. I had a good time, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on whatever time zone you happen to fall into right now. Goodbye, toodles! I hope I see you next time. I don't know what next time is.